And welcome to Shady Spring High School. Tonight, Video Productions presents exciting high school football. It's the number 11 team in Class AA, the Renegades from Westside. They're 6-2. They'll take on the number 12 team in Class AAA, the Shady Spring Tigers. They're also 6-2. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. The brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera. And the stat genius, Mr. Chris Ferris, providing stats. Well, Bill, you and I, we did this a while back on radio for many years, and now we got the band back together, and we think we're going to have a really good game. Two teams, both 6-2.
No doubt about it, and even though they're in different classes, forget about that, because Shady Spring and Westside, last time we saw them play was a scrimmage game here on this turf at the beginning of last season, and it was a good game.
It really was, and both teams are right in the middle, as we said. Westside number 11, Shady number 12. Not only are they fighting to try to get into the playoffs, they're trying to get a postseason game at home. And, of course, Shady feels, and I do too, if they can win tonight and they can beat Wheeling Central next week, that'll give them a home game. And Westside, I'm sure they're thinking the same thing. If they get this big win of a AAA school on the road and they finish out next week with Mount View, if they can do that, then they can get a home game.
And I would say that Mount View not having one of their better years, Westside would be favored in that game. So this is going to be the key for the Renegades. As far as Shady Spring is concerned, the same thing. They've got this game tonight, and then next week they have a home game against Wheeling Central Catholic, and they're always tough.
Yeah, and you look at this Westside team, Bill. They won their first 6 games. They beat Wyoming East, their county rival. They played the very first game of the season, beat them 59-6. They squeaked past Mingo Central 21-20. They beat Man 35-21. They beat Pikeview 35-25, and they laid it to Liberty of Raleigh 61-22. Then they ran into Independence, and Independence beat them 51-13. They beat Summers County 48-22, and then they lost last week to Tug Valley 62-12. So in both of their losses, Bill, Westside has given up a lot of points.
But, even though Westside has lost 2 of their last 3 games, you can't really hold that against them because, look at the quality of teams they've played here lately. These are tough hombres, and Westside knows how to play football. And their head coach, Justin Koger, in his 3rd season, he was a finalist for the Kennedy Award back in 2020. So, you take a look at somebody who knows the ropes. Checkmate, that was 2015. Somebody who knows the ropes of quality winning. He does.
And for Shady, it's kind of weird how their schedule has mapped out. What I mean by weird, they lost the first game, then they won 3. They lost the game, then they won 3 more. So they lost to Roan 36-12 the opening game. Then, like I said, they had a 3-game winning streak. They beat James Monroe 20-13, Summers County 49-0, and Pikeview 41-7. Then they lost to Greenbrier East 34-21. We were here for that game. We were also here when Shady beat Liberty 35-12. They beat Wyoming East 41-0, and a big win on the road last week 27-21 against Nicholas County. So if you're Coach Colasurto, you hope that trend doesn't work out. Lost, won 3, lost, wins 3. They hope they can make it 4 in a row tonight.
There you go. And Coach Colasurto, this is his 20th season. Hard to believe that he's been here that long, and he's had some success, but not in the playoffs for the last 3 years. So this is a big game for him tonight.
As I say, Shady's got everything in front of them. Home tonight, home next week. You don't worry about next week till you take care of business tonight. And if Shady's able to get this win tonight, then going into next week, they look like they will be playing for perhaps a home game in the playoffs.
Very good. Both teams are going through their warm-ups. It's going to be perfect football weather, 55 degrees as we have come on the air. We had a light mist this afternoon. It's cleared up just right. We're going to have a big crowd. It's going to be perfect tonight.
You're right, Bill. It's going to be an excellent night for football. We're going to head and take our first break. We'll get you ready for the kickoff at the top of the hour. It's 6-2 Westside taking on 6-2 Shady, and we'll have it for you right here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School along with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. And Bill, it's hard to believe that this is week 10 of the high school football season. Just one more week left in the regular year.
It has gone by so quickly. I mean, here we are already in November, and where's the season gone?
Yeah, it's flown by. And, of course, tonight's game is brought to you by?
Brought to you in part by Michael Frobel, candidate for circuit judge in Raleigh County 2nd Division. Michael Frobel, who just entered the building now. He is proud to support the student athletes in Raleigh County. He would be proud to serve you as a circuit judge. Michael Frobel for judge.
And you know, Bill, it's amazing that we couldn't even work that out if we planned it. As you were getting ready to read that, Michael Frobel walking up the steps here to the press box.
He's
How
ready.
about that?
He's ready. I mean, he planned it that way. Yeah.
Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Bill, you joined me for the pregame meal. Did you get enough to eat at Cracker Barrel?
I'll tell you what, I cannot have any more. Well, maybe a little popcorn.
Well, you had mashed potatoes. I don't think Cracker Barrel has popcorn, but they got everything else. They have mashed potatoes, which you had, and I had some green beans, and I had some chicken. We had that unsweet tea. And
both of us had
meatloaf. It was delicious, as always. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Beckley and Princeton. Well, Bill, let's take a look at some of the numbers. And first of all, one of the most intriguing numbers, at least for me, when I was doing my homework this afternoon preparing for the broadcast, taking a look at Westside, their quarterback, Caden Vance, show you how well this is. He has 122 rushes for 659 yards and 12 touchdowns. He's thrown the ball 180 times, and he's completed 121 passes. So he's ran 122 times, and he has 121 completions. He's passed for 1,604 yards, and maybe the most stat is he's thrown 22 touchdowns, but only 2 interceptions.
Well, you know, too, Maris, and taking a look at his completion percentage, where he's hit 121 out of 180, I mean, that is NFL quality.
Yeah, 67% is completion rate. And, of course, he's got a couple of guys that can catch it. One of the guys is Kyler Canada, and we'll hear his name a lot tonight. He's caught 33 balls for 744 yards, 11 touchdowns, 23 yards to catch.
And then you've got a couple of others. You've got Colton Lester, who has 44 catches for 375 yards and 6 scores. He not only plays out of the slot, but also running back. So Lester, you'll hear his name a lot, and also Austin Bishop, who has 24 catches for 250 yards and 3 scores.
Yeah, so, you know, there's a lot of guys that for Westside, they can spread the wealth around. Now, on the flip side, you take a look at Shady, and these are some really good numbers for the Shady quarterback, Cal Colacerto. And, Bill, you have to figure out he missed 2 games due to injury, and in 6 games, he's completed 54 of 95 passes for 880 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
And, you know, he started the last 4 games of last year when the regular starting quarterback was knocked out for the rest of the season. Brady Green. So Cal got in there and did a nice job at the end of the year, winning 3 out of the 4 games that he started last year. And then this year he's had a really nice year. And then take a look at who he has to throw to. He's got Evan Romage, who's not only a receiver but also running back. He's got 650 yards plus rushing and 7 touchdowns. Then you've got Nathan Easley and Jalen Bailey, and Bailey can do it all.
Yeah, Bailey, 15 catches, 263 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Easley, he has caught 21 balls for 366 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's 17 yards a catch. So there's a lot of good players on both teams, and we think we might have a very good and very entertaining, high-scoring game here tonight.
No doubt about it. The other thing is both teams are senior heavy, so they've got experience. They know how to do this thing. And we expect it's all going to come through tonight because there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, Eric Thomas, who's normally with me, he'll be over at Oak Hill tonight, Bill. The big game going over there between Oak Hill and Beckley. He'll be our field reporter. He'll be texting us and keeping us up to date of the scores. And also there'll be scores that hopefully you'll be able to retrieve from your phone throughout the course of the night. This is week 10. A lot of teams fighting for playoff position, and some teams just fighting, like I said, to get in. Some teams fighting hopefully that they can get a home game.
Well, that's the one good thing about these lower classes, and you and I talked about this over dinner. In Quad A, all 16 teams make the playoffs. I mean, ridiculous, but that's the way it is. In the lower classes, AAA, AA, and Single A, at least you got to work to make the playoffs. And right now, you've got to work hard to make a home team playoff,
right.
And that's what this is all about.
Right, and of course, as you mentioned, in 4A, all 16 teams get in, so you want to be in the upper 8 so you can host a game. But like I said, it's really just juggling playoff position in 4A, but fighting to actually get in the other 3 classes.
Well, Maris, let's talk about, you mentioned, of course, you played for Shady Spring during your career, and that was at the time when Fred Hill was the head coach, the late, great Fred Hill. And you mentioned you had great teams and couldn't get in the playoffs.
Yeah, they only took 8 teams in 1978, and I was on that team, and we had lost to Nicholas County 7-6, and then lost to Greenbrier West 20-19. So you lose 2 games by a total of 2 points, and you don't get in the playoffs.
Yeah, ridiculous. Now it's overdone the other way.
And now also, we talked about this. This is the 50th anniversary, and Bill, you remember this because you were doing games on radio at WGLS at the time when Beckley, quarterbacked by John Beasley, went undefeated 10-0 and didn't make the playoffs. They only took 2 teams then, and Beckley played Charleston Catholic, who was AA at the time when they played them, and then a couple of weeks, 3 or 4, whatever it was, 3 or 4 weeks later, they went to Single A, and they penalized Beckley, and that knocked them out of the top 2 and didn't even play in the postseason.
And, we're talking about that this season, where some teams were reclassed just a few days before the start of the season. So it was a mess that still has to be unraveled.
Well, the only thing that I would recommend for any team, if you're not sure, just win the game. How about that?
There you go.
If you win, that'll take care of itself. We'll get ready to take a break. They're getting ready to play the national anthem. We'll be right back here on the Beckley Auto Mall Dutch Miller pregame show here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And your State Farm agent in Shady Spring, Scotty Brown, you can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company right now are hiring, and they are looking for applicants. And they offer a no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job for Infinity Coal. You can go online at the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road up toward Independence High School. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by West Virginia Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out online at wvexitelevation.com. Well, Bill, we're probably a little less than 15 minutes away from getting the game started, and even though it's cloudy and overcast, looks like as you said in our earlier segment, we had a little bit of mist, but I don't think there's any rain in the forecast, and it should be a great night. You couldn't really ask for a better night for the first Friday in November, week 10, for the weather to be as nice as it is.
They have the meteorologist here from 59 News. He was doing the weather from sideline here, and he'll stay and tape the game for their late show tonight. And listening to him do his weather, he says it's going to be nice, so we'll blame it on him if it isn't.
Well, I told him it was going to be nice. That's why he said that.
There you go.
Yeah, as I walked by, I said, just look up in the sky. It's drying up. It's going to be nice. And like I said, it really didn't rain hard. It was kind of overcast and misty pretty much all day in Raleigh County in the Beckley Shady area, but tonight it's going to be beautiful. And, of course, by having this great field turf, that definitely won't affect anything. We don't have much of wind. It won't affect the passing or the kicking.
Well, the one thing, Maris, and I think it's going to be dry enough so we won't have to worry, but with that mist, it could have made things a little bit slippery, but I think we've had enough time to dry everything off.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. The Shady Spring Marching Band's still out on the field. They just performed the national anthem, and a few more people still making their way in. You know, for people who don't know where Westside is, of course, it's in the heart of Wyoming County. And, Bill, you go way back to your years in radio when you did games in Wyoming County. This is Baileysville and Oceana.
That's exactly right. And, you know, pardon me, that was the kind of rivalry. The four, at that time they were all AA schools, Oceana, Baileysville, Mullins, and Pineville. And, you know, they just love to play sports. It could be anything from tiddlywinks to football, and they just love it. So now they're consolidated into two high schools. Of course, Glen Rogers and Herndon.
Right.
Also,
can't leave them out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, because they love their sports down in Wyoming County. So you've got Westside, the Renegades here, and, you know, we told you about their coach, Justin Koger, in his third season. The first year he took over, he was 3-7. Last year, 5-5, and this year he's 6-2. So overall, 14-14. But we told you when he played, he was a finalist for the Kennedy Award as a quarterback. And you know, that team has been taught now. His team has been taught about the value of winning and how to do it.
Yeah, and like I said, this is such a big game for both of these teams, especially if you're Westside. One, you're playing on the road, and two, you're AA. You're playing up in class. If Westside can come in here and get this big win on the road and upset, look at all the points that will be with Westside. They're number 11 coming in. You would think that a win over Shady might be able to elevate them in the top 8.
No doubt about it. By the way, we were mentioning about individuals on both teams, and need to mention about Westside's defender, Camden York, averaging almost 9 tackles per game. So both these teams, they can score, but they can also play defense.
Well, the thing about it is, you're right, they both can score, and Westside has played defense except the games that they lost. Like I said, they gave up big numbers, the 2 games they lost. I mean, and they were really good teams. Of course, they're coming off a loss to Tug Valley last week where they gave up 62, and then in their other loss to Independence, they gave up 51, so they gave up over 50 in both of their losses.
Well, understand Tug Valley number 1 in single A, and Independence number 6 in double A, and they play maybe the toughest schedule in the state. So those were 2 super quality teams that Westside had to go up against.
And in Shady's 2 losses, they gave up 36 in their opening game, the loss to Roane County, and then when Video Productions, we were here. And not only, Bill, when they lost that Greenbrier East game 34-21, they were down 34-7, and they came back. And as a matter of fact, Shady had the ball at the 2-yard line, and they turned it over. They were not able to score. If they could have scored with about 5 minutes left in the game and made it 34-28, who knows what would have happened, because Greenbrier East had a big lead against Bluefield earlier in the year and gave it up, and now they had that 34-7 lead on Shady, and it looked like Shady was going to come back and maybe overtake them. They had the momentum, and then Shady got stopped down there at the 2-yard line.
Well, and Maris, too, let me tell you about Roane County. In AA, they are ranked 2nd. They are undefeated, 8-0. So, and that was on the road to start off the year. So, quality team there to lose to.
Yep, so we're going to take one more final break, get you ready for the opening kickoff at the top of the hour. It is 6-2 Westside, number 11 in AA, taking on 6-2 Shady, number 12 in AAA. We'll have the kick at the top of the hour here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General Store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General Store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Bill, we're having a lot of laughs here in the press box, aren't we?
We got a bunch of people up here. We got Scott Cantley, and he did Scott, you got a nice voice. I mean, not only can you referee, but you got a nice voice there
Bill,
reading that PSA with
I'll
the
tell you what,
SSAC.
not only does he have a nice voice, wait till it's third down. Wait till Westside has a third down, then you're really going to see the voice he has. That's why I named him Mr. Third Down.
There you go. Rob Lynch is here. He's the PA man, and we got Dave Gentry here. I mean, we got a cast of thousands.
Yes, we do. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. And they have futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight. They have music, glowing lanes, the light show. Bill, you ought to check that out. I'm sure you could be a pretty good bowler, and you can stay up to midnight, can't you?
That's well past my bedtime, but I used to be a really good bowler.
I know you did. Just $15 a person. You can dial them up for reservations, 304-253-7328 as Shady makes its way out onto the field. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Edward Jones, Heather Cantley, your financial advisor. Plan for retirement by opening a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. You can call Heather at 681-254-0097. So how you like the new digs there, Shady, coming out? Looks like in their military uniforms.
Well, they're in the camouflage. I couldn't see them.
Yeah.
They were camouflage, but we saw the white trousers, the football pants, and the gold helmets looking really sharp. And the visitors from Wyoming County will be in the white uniforms tonight. So Westside just about to come out.
So Westside, as Bill told you, just ready to make their entrance out onto the field. It's a beautiful night. We're probably somewhere in the high 50s as we get ready to kick this game off.
55, and it's going to stay there all evening.
Yeah, and you know, the one thing, Bill, and I love this 7 o'clock kickoff. I wish all the games would kick off at 7 o'clock. Unfortunately, about half the games on Friday night kick off at 7, the other half at 7:30. But I do think the game that Eric Thomas is at over in Fayette County, Beckley and Oak Hill, I do believe that is a 7 o'clock kickoff.
Okay. Well, we'll have updates from him because that is going to be a huge game, especially for Oak Hill, but also for Beckley to get the points. You know, they're already in the playoffs, but whether they'll have a home game remains to be seen. All right, Westside has just come out. The Renegades on the far sideline in the white uniforms, and we will have a meeting at the center of the stadium here, H.B. Thomas Field, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll in about 5 minutes from now.
Yeah, they'll bring the captains out. We'll have the toss of the coin, and we'll get this game underway. It's hard to believe, like I said, Week 10 next Friday, the final week of the regular season. And, you know, as they say, Bill, time goes by when you're having fun, and we've had fun, and it seems like the season, like I said, just flying by. And, you know, middle school basketball practice for girls starts on Monday. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Well, I went to a basketball scrimmage game at the Armory this afternoon, college game, and Bobby Boland, who used to be my partner on basketball here on Video Productions, now he's the head coach at Glenville State.
Right.
He brought his team down, played a team from North Carolina. And it was interesting to watch basketball because you're going to be over there for basketball next week with WVU Tech. So Bob didn't have a great game this afternoon, but he's still learning. You know, 2 of his starters are hurt.
Well, and 2, that's why it was a scrimmage. You want to kind of see what you got. And like we always tell all the coaches, I know none of them never want to hear it when I say it's always where you're at the end of the season, not at the beginning. But they want to win every game, and I get that. You want to win every game, but as long as you're getting better, that's the whole key.
Well, and Bob will do that. He'll get that program really going to where it needs to be at college basketball level.
All right, waiting for the captains to meet out at the 50-yard line as down below us the officials have the Shady captains, and now they'll make their way out right there in the big Tiger logo right there at midfield to meet with the captains of Westside and get the toss of the coin, and we'll get the game underway momentarily as we're still we're about 2 minutes away from kicking the game off as Cal Colacerto, one of the captains, also Bailey, one of the captains.
Bryce Lambert is number 15, and 76 is Joey Cowger, the center.
And like I said, Westside, they have out there for Westside, Colton Lester, one of their captains that I can see. Also, Zachary Short, one of the captains for Westside, waiting on the toss of the coin. Also, Cole Klein, a captain. The man, like I said, though, we really got to keep our eye on will be number 7 for Westside, the quarterback, Caden Vance. And it's amazing, like I said, Bill, he's rushed for 122 carries, and he's completed 121 passes. That's almost, I mean, that's about as you can't get any more even than that.
There you go. Well, you know, last year when we saw him on this turf in the preseason game against Shady, he was really outstanding.
So let's see. The toss of the coin has been won, and Shady's going to receive. and we'll be moments away from getting the game kicked off. So Shady will go on offense first, and Westside will kick off left to right, and Shady will get their final instructions. And we'll be ready to roll right here at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. I'm Barris Lowry. We've got Bill O'Brien, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera, and, of course, the stat genius, Mr. Chris Farish. By the way, Chris also joined Bill and I for our pregame meal at Cracker Barrel, and I know that Chris is back there shaking his head up and down as in yes, because it was delicious at Cracker Barrel. All right. And, you know, one thing, Bill, you're going to have to help me out because with these uniforms, it's hard to see the numbers. And let's see, he's going back. That's Bailey on the far side for Shady. And trying to see who that is here on the near side, standing about the 15-yard line. But
oh, look at there. You see the giraffe.
All right.
I had a picture with her earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. All right. Westside's going to tee it up, and we're just moments away from getting the game started. I understand this is the first time this season that Shady has wore these uniforms. Like I said, it's kind of hard to make out the white numbers on these camouflage uniforms.
By the way, that was Ella McKeon in that giraffe outfit. They're part of the Shady cheering section. I mean, that's part of Friday Night Lights, coming out here being part of the fun.
So Austin Bishop's got it teed up for Westside, right there between the two hashes. And we're just about ready to get this game underway. And here comes the opening kickoff. It's right down the middle, and now actually flares to the far side, picked up about the 30-yard line, and coming across the field and up to about the 33-yard line, trying to see who that was. And that is Kudo, I believe, on the return.
Kubo, yeah.
So Kubo returns it, and let's see where Shady's going to start their first possession from, as Cal Carloserto will bring them out. And let's see where they put the ball down. First and
34.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
I'm going to put the field glasses on here because those uniforms are a little tough to look at.
So Shady will work from the shotgun. First and 10 on their own 34. Carloserto has running backs to each side of him. Takes the shotgun snap. That looks like Ramage. He'll get to the 36-yard line. That's about it. He pick up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Evan Romage is he's one of the fine players here in Southern West Virginia. You're going to see him carrying that ball a lot, and also he can catch the ball.
Yeah, Ramage entered the game with 657 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. 2nd and 8 for Shady. They have the ball on their own 36-yard line.
5'8", 160, and a junior.
Carloserto from the shotgun. Looks over the defense. And I think Westside jumped, and they do. Westside in the neutral zone, and they'll tack 5 on and get the ball out to the 41-yard line. So on the penalty, 5-yard penalty on Westside for jumping into the neutral zone. The ball comes out to the 41, and that will make it 2nd down and 3. So 2nd and 3 for the Tigers on their own 41-yard line. Carloserto from the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. It's a running play, and Westside all over that play. So that's not going to go anywhere, and that's Helmer, and he got stacked up, and it'll be a loss back to the, maybe 37-yard line, brings up 3rd down. They'll put the ball down, as I mentioned, the 37-yard line.
Morgan led the charge defensively.
So the line to gain will be the 44 on this 3rd down play. And let's see what Shady will dial up here. Carloserto has passed for 880 yards entering the game tonight. 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Carloserto takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes. He's scrambling. And he's in trouble. He's going to be sacked back inside the 25-yard line as Westside comes up with a big defensive play. Will force a punt. It'll be 4th down coming up for Shady.
Jacob Klein was the tackler there, 5'7" senior for Westside. And, boy, what a job he did.
Yeah, the loss all the way back to the 23-yard line. A loss of 14 on the play and brings up 4th down. So on the first possession, Shady will go 3 and out. And back for Westside will be Canada. Kyler Canada waiting on the Shady punt, standing right there about midfield. Here's the snap. That's a nice kick. And going to let it hit, and it's going to take a Westside bounce. And Westside's going to get great field position on Shady's half of the field.
Perfect field position there, just inside midfield.
So
after Shady started off and just had a couple of good plays, but then that defense stymied them.
So Shady goes 3 and out, and 1st and 10 for Westside at the Shady 49-yard line. And the guy that really makes this happen for the Westside offense is their quarterback, Caden Vance. Vance, a 6'3", 190-pound senior. So 1st and 10 for Westside at the Shady 49. Vance works from the shotgun, takes the snap, will throw short. They make the connection, got a good block there, got a nice gain on 1st down. They get the ball down near the Shady 40, maybe just shy of the 40 at the 41, and hauling that pass in that time will be Colton Lester.
So that was caught by Colton Lester, and you'll hear his name a lot.
So they'll get 7 on the play and make it 2nd down and 3 from the Shady 42. Westside looking across the way as they signal into play. Vance at quarterback, and we got a flag, and what do we got here? It's not the play clock. Somebody must not be set for Westside. Let's wait and see what we got. And it's a false start, so that will cost Westside 5 and take the ball back to the 47-yard line and make it 2nd down and 8.
You know, Maris, this is week 10 of the season. Next week is the final week of the regular season, and, you know, these mistakes like that should not be happening.
Right. You think this late of the season, something like that, just lining up, yeah, you wouldn't have that kind of mistake. So it comes 2nd down from the Shady 47-yard line, and they're going to run the ball, and it's not going to gain much. And that's Vance. Vance entered the game with 659 yards and 12 touchdowns, but no real running room there. It'll bring up 3rd down for Westside. 3rd and long is that will go for no gain. So from the Shady 47, 3rd and 8. Vance works from the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap, has time to throw, throws it short. They make the connection, or no, he does not hang on, trying to get the ball to Lester. And now it'll be 4th down coming up. So Shady got the ball. They went 3 and out, and Westside had excellent field position. It looks like they're going to have to give it up on a punt here. I doubt they would go for it here on the Shady 47. Probably want to just flip the field here, Bill.
Want to give credit to Connor Davis, who made a great jarring tackle to knock that ball away from the receiver.
So here comes the punt. And it's off to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they'll mark it down, up over the 30, out to the 32-yard line. So that's where Shady will get their 2nd chance on offense on their own 32-yard line.
Well, these two teams, this is the 4th time that Shady Spring has played Westside in football. Shady has won all of the 3 previous times, but the last time they played, Westside won the game, but then they used an ineligible player, and so Shady was given credit for the win.
So from their own 32, Shady's 2nd possession, they have trips here to the bottom of the screen. Carlos Soto from the shotgun. Takes the snap, going to run the ball up inside, and that's going to be a decent gain out to the 35, perhaps gets 3. I think that was Ramage, but I couldn't quite tell who that was. It was Ramage. And like I tell you, Bill, I have a hard time seeing it with the numbers on those camouflage uniforms.
It is hard, and tell you what, Ramage is up limping. I mean, he took a shot, and he's not going to be able to continue.
So he'll pick up 3 on 1st down, make it 2nd and 7 from their own 35-yard line. Carlos Soto from the shotgun. Second and 7. Shotgun snap to Carlos Soto. Has time, throws across the middle. The ball is deflected and incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Helmer, and it looked like somebody got a hand on it and deflected it, and brings up 3rd and 7 for Shady on their own 35-yard line.
You see the replay, and again, good D that time.
So let's see what Shady will dial up here on this 3rd and 7. Last time Shady had the ball, they went 3 and out. And they're trying to avoid that here. If they can keep the drive alive, they need to pick up 7 yards. Curlacerto from the shotgun, puts a man in motion. Now they go empty. Curlacerto with time, throws an out, and that's going to be into coverage, and that's incomplete. And that'll be 3 and out. That was good coverage here on the near side, almost near midfield by Westside. That had been really hard to get that ball in, trying to get the ball to Bailey, and just not enough room there, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know, Curlacerto has really improved, and he had to become a starter midway through last season, and he has really become quite the quarterback. But this defense by the Renegades has been really tough.
So it'll be 4th down, and Shady will punt. There's the snap. There's the kick. Pretty good kick. Ball will hit and kind of die there. Once again, it'll be a Westside bounce, and Westside's going to get the ball on their own 36-yard line. So Shady with 2 possessions, go 3 and out each time, and now Westside will take over. They went 3 and out their first possession, and their second crack on offense here for Westside. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
So we're midway through the first quarter, no score, and let's see what Mr. Vance has in mind. He likes to throw the ball, and he's got 2 receivers, both left and right.
Yeah, he's attempted 180 passes, completed 121 of them for 1,604 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 2 picks. So he's definitely taking care of the ball, but they'll start off on the ground trying to get to the edge. Here's a running play. Shady's pursuing it well, and it's not going to gain hardly anything. That's great defense by Shady.
Jacob Toller was the man with the ball.
So I don't think he's going to get anything. Nope, that'll go for none yards and make it 2nd and 10.
Colton Henderson credited with the tackle for the Tigers.
We're at 6.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. 2nd and 10 for Westside on their own 36-yard line. Vance takes the snap, looks to throw, got a man in the flat, and it's incomplete. Once again, well defensed by Shady. They put a man in motion that time, Bill, and they were trying to get the ball to Walls, but Shady did a good job defending it out there in the flat.
Well, it was, but Walls just couldn't catch up with that ball. Not one of the better passes by Vance.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Westside on their own 36-yard line. They'll have twin receivers to the top and the bottom of your screen. Vance waits on the shotgun, snap, pressure comes up the middle, throw, it's an out, it's caught, and it should be a 1st down, as that's Kyler Canada with the reception. That's his 34th catch of the year, and that will be enough to move the sticks, and a 1st down for Westside at the 49-yard line, a gain of 13.
34th reception of the year for Canada. He came in with more than 700 yards receiving and 11 TDs.
Yeah, he's averaging 23 yards a catch. Here's a run play, and that might get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. It's Toller on the carry.
For the Renegades, brought down by the Tiger, number 22.
So that's what they're going to give him. No gain, just back to the line. It'll be 2nd and 10 on their own 49-yard line.
Helmer with the stop for Shady Spring.
And I didn't see a flag. The officials are talking. Do you see a flag out there, Bill? And maybe there is one.
Yeah.
So let's see what the call is going to be. It looks like it might be on Westside. They're walking back, and there we got a personal foul on Westside. And that will cost them 15. And if it's a dead ball personal foul, the down will count. So let's see, that's a huge penalty as they take the ball back inside the 35 all the way back to the 36-yard line.
And I will tell you that these guys from Wyoming County, they are very physical.
Well, you can be physical, but not after the whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
And that'll be a dead ball foul, so the down will count, make it 2nd down. They have the ball on their own 36-yard line. They've got to get all the way to the Shady 41 to keep the drive alive. Vance to throw, going deep. Got a man and overshoots him. But actually, when I say got a man, really he wasn't open. It was really good coverage. They had a guy streaking right up the seam there, Bill, and they could not make the connection.
Yeah, double covered, and there was no chance for that.
So it'll bring up 3rd long for their own 36. Like I said, they got to get all the way down to the Shady 41. That's the line to gain. 3rd long, clock stops, 5.5 remaining opening quarter. Shady's had the ball twice. They went 3 and out. Westside, their first possession, 3 and out. They did get a 1st down on this drive, but then that big penalty has really set them back. Now there's another discussion among the officials, and not sure what we got here. as they're having a discussion here with Shady head coach Vince Colasurto.
Hard to believe, 20 seasons for Vince.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about.
His dad, Pete Colasurto, longtime head coach at Woodrow Wilson, he was there 24 years in Beckley.
So I guess it's something with the clock. They take the clock to 5:44. We got one of the best clock operators in the business right here, so I know couldn't be his fault. I'm taking up for him. I don't care what anybody says about him. I'm taking up for him. So it's going to be 3rd and long. And we'll see what Mr. Vance at Westside cooks up right here. Takes the shotgun snap. They're going to throw the ball short. It's caught, and Shady's all over it.
Canada.
And the ball might be out. It looked like the ball was coming out, but apparently not, and that was Canada, but a very short gain just across to the 35 out to maybe the 37, 38-yard line, gain 2. It'll bring up 4th down and a punt.
Maris, I think it was obvious that Shady Springs defense is focused on Canada, number 1, and he is tough.
So it'll be punt time for Westside. Each team's had the ball twice. Each team's had to punt twice, and that'll be Bailey. He makes the catch there at the 36-yard line on the punt, gets up to the 40, and that's where Shady will start for the 3rd chance on offense. And let's see if they put the ball slightly. Nope, I thought for a minute, Bill, they might put it right across the 40. Looks like they're going to put the ball right down at the 40. So there's where Shady will have their 3rd possession.
This is their best start. They started their first drive on their 34, then they were on their 32 for the 2nd drive, and now the 40.
So field position really hasn't been the issue really for either team, because both teams in both of their first 2 drives have had good starting field position. They just not have been able to do anything. Westside got 1 first down. The penalty hurt them on that last drive. Shady is yet to get a first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for Shady on their own 40-yard line. Colasurto now goes up under center for the first time tonight. It'll be a running play straight ahead. They move the pile forward about 5 yards. That's good, tough running. And, Bill, with those field glasses, you're going to have to tell me who carried the ball. And that's Bailey.
Number 11, Bailey.
Bailey on the carry.
Evan Honecker. Gain of about 5.
I beg your pardon. I said Bailey wasn't Bailey. Honecker.
It was Honecker. Yeah, my bad. I saw 11 and called the wrong name.
You have to put the field glasses on the roster, right?
And I got bifocals. It ain't helping.
All right, picked up 5, 2nd and 5 on their own 45. Colasurto, now like I said, maybe a new wrinkle up under center. The first 2 drives, he was in the shotgun. Here's a first down run and a nice play. It gets the ball down inside the 45 to the Westside 43-yard line. That's Honecker on the carry.
The Renegades.
Or Helmer.
Helmer, I beg your pardon.
That's enough for a Shady Spring.
So they'll put the ball down at the west side, call that the 43-yard line. That's a 13-yard pickup. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Shady on the move here with the first down at the 43 of the Renegades. Colasurto, like I said, up under center for this possession. The last 2 possessions he worked from the gun, but it's working up under center. Here's a running play. And it's a good gain on first down. Gets down inside the 35-yard line. And Honecker the carry this time.
Gain of about 9, brought down
Evan Honecker, 6-footer, 175, and a senior, one of many. I think 16 seniors on that Shady Spring roster.
To the 34-yard line of the Renegades. That's a 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1. So, Bill, whatever that Shady has done by putting Colasurto under center and just decided maybe just run smash mouth, it has worked on this drive.
Well, as we said, this is a veteran offensive line, and they know what to do.
So 2nd and 1, Colasurto up under center again. They're going to run the ball straight ahead. That'll be a first down inside the 30 and more, down inside the 25-yard line, and another Shady first down.
Helmer
on the carry.
Number 22, Caden Helmer on the carry. Tackle made by
so let's say they'll put the ball down at the 24-yard line of Westside.
That's another Shady Spring first down.
So 1st and 10 for Shady at the Renegade 24. And right now, Bill, this will be the 5th play of the drive, and so far the 4 previous plays all on the ground and with Colasurto up under center.
Hear me across the field, we need the headlights off on the vehicle. Please turn the headlights off. Thank you.
So from the Westside 24, Colasurto up under center again. They'll run the ball again. That's a nice gain. And Honecker with a carry down inside the 15, very close to yet another first down. And he might have it, just depending on where they put him down at. He needed to get to the 14 for a first down. The ball was right at the 14, and that will be enough for another Shady first down.
Evan Honecker has followed his blockers just beautifully.
So, you know, Bill, after Shady did not get a first down on their first 2 drives, this is the 3rd first down on this drive from the Westside 14.
2 minutes left.
Curlacerto up under center. They'll run the ball again. They fumbled it. The ball's out, and Westside says they have it. And waiting for the officials to signal Westside. All the players in white say they have it, and now the officials say they have it as Shady turns it over.
Wow. Seabolts had the carry and never had the handle on it.
So Shady had they had something really going. They had found something in the run game, and then they turn it over, and Westside recovers the fumble, and Westside will take over on their own 15-yard line.
Wow. Huge, huge play. Just under 2 minutes to go. First quarter, no score. Shady had a major opportunity there, and it didn't work.
So for the 3rd chance on offense, it's Westside from their own 15-yard line. Vance, the quarterback. This will be a running play. That's a good gain on first down in the open field. It's a foot race flag. This is probably coming back. It might end up in a touchdown, but it doesn't matter because the flag's coming back as they do run down the ball carrier.
Jacob Toller.
But the flag came right there about the 30-yard line. And when you see that laundry fly, you know it's coming back, especially in the area where you normally get holding.
Yeah, he was too open, and there was a reason.
There's the
replay, yeah.
And there you go. Looked like a canary flying through there when you see that yellow hanky through there. So that will wipe out a huge run. That goes from the 15. They did catch up with him. And I could kind of see Toller, as I said, this might go, but I can see he was running out of gas as he got to the 30, and he was out of gas by the time he got inside the 20. And all for naught as the penalty will erase that huge gain.
Wow. So each team starting to feel it. Shady got down to the opposition 15 before they fumbled, and Westside now had a chance for a long-range touchdown, but they made a major mistake.
So on the holding penalty, they'll take it from the spot of the foul. And let's see where they'll mark the ball to as the officials mark off the penalty. They'll take the ball back inside the 20 and put the ball down at the 19-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 6. 1st and 6 for Westside on their own 19 as we're coming up on a minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter. No score. So let's see what Westside will cook up here. Vance gets the shotgun snap to throw. Throws, got a man. It's caught for the first down out to the 29-yard line. And hauling in the catch that time is Austin Bishop.
And the tackle nicely done by Helmer.
That's enough for a Renegade first down.
So first down out to the 29, a pickup of 10. And a new package of downs for Westside. Westside 6-2, Shady 6-2. Westside number 11 in AA, Shady number 12 in AAA from the shotgun. It's going to be a running play. Trying to get blockers, and Shady's all over that. That's going to lose yards.
Toller.
Yep, and Toller not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss back for about a yard loss back to the 28-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 11 coming up for Westside. We're under a minute for quarter number 1. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Maris Lowry, Bill O'Brien. Got the stat genius Chris Ferry here in the press box. Brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander. And last but certainly not least, producer and director, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. Vance is in trouble. They force him out of the pocket. He looks to throw, now just throws it away. Smart play there, Bill. You can't take the sack. And Vance was being chased down as they forced him out of the pocket. And he just throws it away to live to play another down.
Big Nathan Hill was leading the charge, 280 pounds, and almost caught up to him.
So it'll be a 3rd down play. We've got an update from Oak Hill High School. Oak Hill is in front of Beckley 7-0.
That's where Eric Thomas is, so I'm substituting for Eric, and Eric is our correspondent in Oak Hill.
So the Red Devils take a 7-0 lead. That game kicked off at 7 o'clock as this one did. So it'll bring 3rd and 11 for Westside. They have the ball on their own 28-yard line. Vance takes the shotgun snap, rolls the pocket, looks, throws short. It's dropped. And that'll bring up a 4th down in a punting situation for Westside.
Ethan Walls, normally sure-handed, but didn't make that one.
Well, you know, Bill, each team, as we talked about here in the first quarter, have had the ball 3 times. And each team has got some things going, but also each team has made a huge mistake. Turnover by Shady and a big holding penalty by Westside. So it'll be 4th down, time to punt. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. And be a fair caught at the 45-yard line. And Shady will still get excellent field position for their 4th chance on offense.
Fair catch by number
Kubo with the fair catch, and again, great field position for Shady. This is even better than last time. They started on their 40. This time they'll start on their 45.
So Shady will have it 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. This is, you know, Bill, another thing, too. You don't generally get 4 possessions in one quarter, and this is Shady's 4th chance on offense here in this first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 for Shady on their own 45-yard line. Curl Acerto. Like I said, Shady had so much success with Curl Acerto going up under center as he is now and running the ball straight ahead as they do. And that's a good game, cross midfield, and a good hard run, very close to a 1st down.
So 22, Caden Helmer, again, the 6'2", 180-pound junior, follows his blockers nicely. Gets 8 yards, maybe
and
9.
That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, there's no score between Shady and Westside. We'll be right back in a minute right here on Video Productions.
Your Tigers 0.
You're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Michael Frobel. Michael Frobel is a candidate for the circuit judge in the 2nd division. Of course, Election Day coming up on Tuesday. He would appreciate your vote. And he is proud to support the student athlete of Raleigh County. Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. That's where we had our pregame meal, delicious food. The stat genius, Chris Farish. You know what? Chris says he counts better when he eats at Cracker Barrel. How about that? That's what made him a genius, eating at Cracker Barrel. All right, start the second quarter, and Westside is off sides, but I don't think they – yes, they do. For a minute there, Bill, I didn't think they were going to call it, and Westside jumped into the neutral zone, so the 5-yard penalty will give Shady a 1st down.
And I tell you what, Helmer had a big hole.
Well, the reason he had a big hole because Westside stopped because they knew they had jumped into the neutral zone.
I bet you they'll file that, though. They can use that play again.
Well, if Westside doesn't play, I guess they can, as they'll park it off to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, they're finding ways, though. That offensive line is opening up holes.
Well, you're right, and you know, it's kind of, I think kind of odd that when they ran out of the shotgun, it seemed like maybe they couldn't get much going, but since Curl Acerto's went under center, they've had great success in running the ball. So it's a 1st down from the Westside 41. They'll turn around, hand it off. And once again, that's some good yards here on 1st down. Good hard carry down near the 31-yard line.
Honecker.
So Honecker with a big scamper. And he's going to get about 8 or 9, depending on where they put him down at. Actually, he might have a 1st down. He had to get to the 31. The official stand, maybe the 32-yard line is where one official's standing. And they got a face mask on Westside, so they'll tack that onto the end of the run, and it's a 1st down.
Huge mistake against the Renegades.
So as they mark off the 5th, actually he's going to say it's a 5-yard penalty, but it will be a 1st down. They'll put the ball down at the 27-yard line. So it'll be a 1st down for Shady at the 27. Maybe illegal hands to the face instead of face mask, or a 5-yard face mask, but nevertheless, they'll tack the penalty yardage onto the end of the run. From the 27 of Westside, 1st and 10 for Shady. Carlos Soto surveying the defense. Plenty of time on the play clock, 18. They're going to run the ball. And that's a good run, good power run. And they get the ball down to the 20-yard line.
Helmer again.
Helmer, and, Shady's having great success now running between the tackles and just owning the line of scrimmage, winning the war up front. That's a 7-yard carry, be 2nd and 3.
And again, Helmer following his blocking beautifully, not trying to make a hole that isn't there. He just followed his block.
Well, Bill, when you can run the ball this effective, and Shady was running it even on the last drive before they fumbled, but if you can be this effective running the ball, you don't need to get in the shotgun, need to pass. You just keep with what's going, and so far that's been very successful. Shady winning the war, winning the battle up front, the point of attack. 2nd down from the 20, 2nd and 3. They'll run the ball again. And that time, they're not going to get much. They're stood up. That time, it'll be 3rd down.
Honecker. Yeah, that time, nothing.
Yeah, that time, they put their bucket down an empty well on that play.
No gain, 3rd down.
No gain.
Like you say, though, Maris, when something's working, just keep doing it until they stop it.
Well, another thing, too, when you go the pass, when they start cheating up to help run support, then maybe you might be able to hit them over the top with the pass.
And by the way, Shady's playing without Romage, who's there.
Yeah, he got shaken up on I think that 2nd drive. So from the 20-yard line, it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. Carlos Soto up under center. They're going to run the ball. And looks like they will have a 1st down. As once again, Helmer on the carry, just shy of the 15, put him down at the 16-yard line, and a 1st down for Shady.
Maris almost a scrum where they just all gathered together at the beginning, and Shady Spring just used muscle to push forward.
This drive started back on their own 45-yard line. This will be the 6th play of the drive. 1st and 10, Shady at the west side, just outside the 15. We'll call it the 16-yard line. And Shady in no hurry. They got plenty of time on the play clock. They get up to the line, 10 seconds on the play clock. Carlos Soto looks over the defense. Turn around, handoff straight ahead, inside the 10, down near the 5, maybe at the 6-yard line.
Honecker,
and that's very close to another 1st down. Looks like they're going to give him 9, put him down at the 7.
Just a tiny bit of misdirection, just enough to spring him loose.
So they'll need a yard for the 1st down and 7 for the touchdown.
9 minutes to go till halftime. No score yet. Shady knocking on the door for the 2nd time tonight.
One other score we have that Oak Hill leads Beckley 7-0 the 1st quarter over there at Fayette County. Eric Thomas, our field reporter there. Carlos Soto up under center on 2nd and 1. Here comes a running play, and they're going to break a tackle and get the ball inside the 5 for a 1st and goal.
And again, Evan Honecker is running hard. Senior just keeps churning those legs.
Yep, 6'1", 175-pounder. And, like I said, that offensive line for Shady's done a good job. Coach Carlos Soto and his offensive staff has found something, and they'll put the ball down at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. This will be the 8th play of the drive. And, Bill, the last counting this play, before this play, the last 13 plays that Shady has ran has all been on the ground. And they found something, and if you can be that successful running the ball, obviously you don't need to throw it.
4 tries to get 4 yards.
Yeah, from the 4. Carlos Soto up under center. Takes the snap. It's a handoff, and they move the pile forward. Is he into the end zone? He is for the touchdown, and you're going to have to help me out in that mass of humanity.
Helmer.
And Helmer finishes off the drive with a 4-yard touchdown run. That was a 8-play, 55-yard drive, and Helmer gets the final 4 yards of the drive with a 4-yard touchdown run. And Shady takes the lead 6-0 with 8:05 remaining in the half. And now they'll attempt the PAT from placement. Bailey will hold it. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. So your new score with 8:05 remaining here in the first half is Shady 7 and Westside nothing. Once again, that was an 8-play, 55-yard drive as Helmer, a 4-yard touchdown run, the PAT good. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And boy, I could use a nice ice-cold blue can of Pepsi about right now, Bill.
Make it 2.
Make it 2. Yeah, I'll share with you.
All right.
How you like that? But, Bill, you look at, like I said, Shady, they were really moving the ball well on the ground on the last drive, and they just turned it over with a fumble. But this time, the all 8 plays all on the ground, and they stick it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Shady looked really, really good, and as we mentioned, all on the ground. So now we'll see if star quarterback for Westside, Vance, can answer it.
So it's 7-0 Shady as they get ready to kick it off. And we will see, as Bill told you, if Westside, and see if they can answer here. Westside's had the ball 3 times. They've punted 3 times. Shady's got it teed up right there between the 40. Beautiful night here on the first Friday of November, week 10 of the high school football season. Hard to believe, Bill, playoffs 2 weeks from tonight. How about that?
Unreal.
All right, so it's teed up, and back will be Bishop. Bishop's on one side, and the ball is kicked over there to the far side, right there about the 10. Crosses the 20, and slips and falls right there over the 30-yard line. A nice return.
Returned by number 12, Colton Lester.
So Lester with the return. They'll put the ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where Westside will start this possession on their own 31-yard line.
Well, we mentioned Shady Spring has been keying on Canada, who wears number 1 on the white shirts. We'll see if this time Westside head coach Justin Koger does something different.
Actually, Bill, they'll give him the 32. So still pretty good, starting position for Westside. 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. And we'll see what Mr. Vance, the quarterback for Westside, what he'll get done here on this series. They snap it to him. It's going to be a running play, and there's not much there as Shady's all over it. They hand the ball to Toller, and just not a lot of room right there. In fact, I don't think he's going to get anything. There'll be no gain on the play.
Toller, just a junior, 5'7", 145.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Westside Renegades. Westside has Mount View next week. Shady at home to close out the regular season. The first time ever playing Wheeling Central Catholic High next Friday night. So it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for Westside on their own 32-yard line. I think Shady jumped that time, and that'll cost them 5. They'll move it and make it 2nd and 5. The penalty will take the ball out to the 37-yard line.
Shady's got some adrenaline going, though, partner.
Well, just a mental mistake there.
Yeah.
Shady's got the momentum. You got him 2nd long. You get a little anxious. You jump across the line and cost your team 5 yards.
Well, you've got a super-duper quarterback, and you just want to rattle him any way you can.
Well, that time that didn't work. It rattled their own self. Here's a pass in the flat. It's caught. A nice move by the young man that made the catch. And that young man made the catch is Colton Lester, but Shady played it really well, though, in a very short gain. Actually, it's going to be a loss back to the 36-yard line.
Gain of about 4, 3rd down.
So the ball back to the 36.
Mr. 3rd down just got your attention.
Of course.
Yeah.
He gets the whole stadium's attention on 3rd down. So from their own 36-yard line, Vance takes the snap. It's going to be an option play. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some running room. He's got the edge. He's going to get the 1st down as he'll get the ball out to about the 46, maybe the 47, but Vance will get just enough to move the sticks.
And he slipped an ankle grab, or else he would not have gotten the 1st down.
And let's see where they put it down at. They'll put the ball down. I said the 46, actually the 44-yard line. I beg your pardon.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 for Westside on their own 44. Coming up on the halfway point of the 2nd quarter. Halftime, we'll recap this one. Hope to have scores of other games in the Massey Power Sports halftime show. Here's Vance to throw. Throws in the flat, makes the connection. Makes one man miss and gets across midfield. And once again, that's Austin Bishop. And a good gain on 1st down for Westside. Gets the ball down to the Shady 48-yard line.
Take a look at the replay again. And the tackle made by 22, Caden Helmer.
So from the Shady 48, it'll be 2nd short, 2nd about 2 coming up here for Westside. Trips to the top of the screen. Vance hands it to Toller. Toller will get a 1st down as they get the ball down to the Shady 45-yard line. So a new set of downs for Westside. That's their 2nd 1st down on this drive, and their 4th 1st down of the game.
Seabold and Helmer on the tackle, but not before the damage was done.
So 1st and 10, Westside at the Shady 45. kind of moving players around here. They got twin receivers to the top and the bottom of the screen. Now they put a man in motion. They're going to run it that way and Shady defends it well, but they miss a couple of tackles, and this turns out to be a huge play. What looked like was going to be a big loss, as that was like the jet sweep. They gave the ball to Colton Lester, and it looked like Shady was going to get him billed for a 5 or 6 yard loss, and he was able to turn it up and gain 8 and get the ball down inside the 40 and all the way down to the 37-yard line of Shady.
Looked like Connor Davis was going to stop that play, and you'll see the replay there, courtesy of Little General Stores. We thank them for one of our sponsors on tonight's broadcast.
From the 37 of Shady, second down. It's a run all the way with Vance, trying to find a hole, and there's not much there, and that's not going to gain anything. It'll bring up third down.
Brought down by number 76, Joey Calker.
So it'll be third down coming up for Westside. And, Bill, you got to think if you're Westside in a tight game like this, 7-0 as we're coming up on the 4-minute mark of the half, you're thinking you got 2 downs to pick this up. And it wouldn't surprise me if Westside would take a shot, try to go deep, try to go up top, and try to hit the home run ball here on third down. 3rd and 2. Vance from the shotgun. He looks over to the side. They might be changing the play. Shady looks like they're ready to blitz. Vance takes the snap, rolls the pocket, throws out in the flat. They make the connection. It's a first down. Got running room, and a nice play inside the 30. Is once again Kyler Canada. He's the team's leading receiver, and you just saw why.
Here's the replay. Look at here.
Yep, nice possession receiver. Picks up the first down. So the ball down inside the 30, and they'll put the ball down at the Shady 28-yard line. That was a 9-yard pitch and catch there. This will be the 9th play of the drive from the Shady 28. Vance takes the snap, hands the ball to Toller. Toller trying to get to the edge, and that won't happen. Great defense by Shady.
Tackle made by
Seabolt.
Yeah, Seabolt. Nice play.
He Seabolted him, didn't he?
He did. He lowered the boot. Brody Seabolt, who not only is a good football player, but a very good baseball player catcher.
And that's a 1-yard loss back to the 29. 2nd and 11 for Westside, coming up on 3 minutes. They still have all 3 of their timeouts with them. They have to be in no hurry. They can use the whole field. Here's a pass to the near side. It's caught. There's some blockers ahead. It's inside the 20. It's a first down inside the 15. It's a screen set up. Is Colton Lester able to haul it in and move the chains for Westside as we watch the replay, Bill?
This was just a little bit too easy.
Well, it was well executed. He had the blockers and able to pick up the first down. The receiver that time.
I mean, he was wide open.
Yep.
Wide open.
Inside the 15, the ball down to the 14, and we got a timeout on the field. Shady will take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Be right back here on Video Productions.
I'd like to announce our Shady Spring cheerleaders.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes. They have futuristic bowling every Friday or Saturday night. So after the game tonight, Bill, I guess that's where we can find you at Leisure Lanes. As you'll be there, listen to the music and the glowing lanes, the light show, the fog. I know you already made your reservations. You dialed up Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. You'll be there tonight.
I'm in a fog, and I can do play-by-play on it.
Yes, you can. But you'll be doing more play-by-play. You'll be actually bowling yourself.
Yeah, right. Underhanded.
Well, hey, isn't that how you get it there?
That's right.
All right, out of the timeout, it's first down with 2:38 remaining in the half, 7-0 the lead for Shady. Westside will have the ball at the 14-yard line of Shady. This will be the 11th play of the drive that started back on their own 32-yard line.
They had a very long touchdown run called back. Westside
Well, actually,
did.
They didn't make it to the end zone.
Yeah, but they would have.
Well, we don't know that, but
yeah.
he got stopped at the 20.
Well, there was only 50 yards between the guy, you know.
All right.
Anyway, there was a penalty.
All right, and that's a run by the quarterback Vance as he faked everybody out, and he goes right up the gut and picks up a first down.
And, you know, for quarterback, I mean, he's a big old boy. He's 6'3" and 190 pounds, and he's very athletic.
And actually, he gets to the 5-yard line.
15, Bryce Lambert on the tackle.
So it's not a first down. He picked up 9 on the play. So they need a yard to pick up a first down and 5 for a touchdown from the 5. Vance takes the snap, keeps it himself, and looks like he's got the first down, and he's got a touchdown. So that was a well-designed play, and that gets Caden Vance into the end zone, and that's his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. And now Westside is just an extra point away from tying the game as they cut Shady's lead now to 7-6. That was a beautiful drive. That was a 12-play, 68-yard drive, and it's now 7-6 with 1:59 left in the half. And here comes the point after. And set to kick it is Austin Bishop. The snap is high, but the hold's down. The kick it just made it across.
Whoa.
But the snap being high kind of threw things off. But Bishop able to get it just across the crossbar. And with 1:59 left in the half, your new score is Shady 7 and Westside 7. Once again, a 12-play, 68-yard drive and a 5-yard touchdown run by Vance. The PAT good. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. And your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love me a blue can. And I know that my main guy over here, Scott Cantley, he loves them blue cans of Pepsi. You got the silver can of Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero in the black can. All right, Bill, even though it's just 7-7, it's been a very entertaining first half.
Really has. Both teams were bogged down the first 3 times they had it each time. And then, here the last time, each has scored on their possession, so they're starting to feel each other out. And you can see Shady Spring using the ground game and Westside mixing it up just a bit.
All right, Bill, got some scores to update you on. Princeton is in front of Greenbrier East 7-6 down in Mercer County tonight. Oak Hill has opened up a 13-0 lead on Beckley, and it is Spring Valley leading South Charleston 14-0. That's just to name a few. We'll have more scores at halftime as we have the Massey Power Sports halftime show. Game now tied at 7, and Westside's got it teed up. Shady will have 2 timeouts in a minute and 59 in which to work with. Actually, probably be a little less than 1:59 because it'll take some time off the kickoff. It's picked up at the 20-yard line, and let's see who that is. This comes across the 30, and that is easily on the return. And it's really good field position because Shady will have 2 timeouts and 1:52 left on the clock, and they'll have the ball, it looks like, across the 35-yard line where this drive will start.
Yeah, Nathan Easley using the near sideline nicely.
And let's see. Put the ball at the 36-yard line. So, Bill, you got the ball on your own 36-yard line. Like I said, you got 1:52 left in the half, and you have 2 timeouts. So, the whole playbook is open. Now, Shady did have success running the ball, but now they don't have that kind of time to just line up and run it, so they work from the shotgun. Curlicerto set, takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes right up the middle, throws it. It's caught. There's a connection across the 40, 45, spins to midfield and across midfield for a first down.
And that was Jacob Kubo catching that ball.
And that'll be a first down. They'll put the ball down right at midfield. That's a 14-yard gain. The clock stops momentarily to set the chains, and now the clock starts to run again. We're 1:35 and counting. Ball at midfield. Shady with 2 timeouts, 7-7 the score. Curlicerto from the shotgun. On first down, takes the shotgun snap, has time, looks to the far side, got a man open, and it's caught, and they get out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down as they make the catch down inside the 35, put the ball down at the 33-yard line, and Easley made that look easy, didn't he?
He did.
As Easley hauls it in. And that'll be a first down at the Westside 33-yard line. Easily entered the game with 21 catches for 366 yards, 17 yards a catch, and 4 touchdowns. First and 10 Shady at the Westside 33-yard line. Like I said, the clock stops because Easley was able to get out of bounds. And I'm not sure what we got going on right here, as the officials coming over to talk to Coach Curlicerto. Maybe there's they're going to put 5 more seconds, I think, back on the clock to 1:18. And obviously that benefits Shady, give them 5 extra seconds. So with 1:18 remaining in the half, First and 10, Shady at the Westside 33. Curl Certo takes the snap, has time, got a man open and throws it a little high. Had a man open there in the flat, and it'll be incomplete.
He was throwing that time to Jacob Kubo and a little bit over his head there. But
well, and Bill, that's probably one of them plays that even though he was open, had he caught it, they probably would have tackled him. They probably would have cost him a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're only going to get 2 or 3 yards, you're probably better off that in that particular case that the pass was incomplete.
yeah, you want to go north and south.
So 1:14 for the half, 2nd and 10. Shady at the Westside 33. Curl Certo takes the snap. Sets back, throws, got a man a little high. He had a man that was open, and once again, that pass a little high. He was trying to get that ball to Cabot again.
No gain, 3rd down.
So it brings up 3rd down.
Crunch time.
Yep, this is the money down, isn't it? This is where you earn your stripes on 3rd down. That's why we nicknamed Scott Cantley Mr. 3rd down, because he earns his stripes on 3rd down. He knows we're only kidding. One of the good guys in the game. I don't pick on him this much when he's actually refereeing.
Actually, we're not kidding.
Bill said that, Scott.
Yeah.
All right, here's a 3rd down play. Curl Certo from the shotgun, takes the snap. Has time, sets in the pocket, throws down the middle, and it's incomplete, trying to get the ball to Easley. And now, Bill, they almost got to go for it because if you try a field goal here, you're looking at 50 yards, and I'm sure that Shady's probably not equipped or even want to even take a chance of doing that. So they get the ball to the 33, and on 3 consecutive passes, they're incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So the one thing, sure, I don't think if you're Shady, Bill, you don't want to throw the ball short of the sticks. You got to make sure your receiver goes at least past the 1st down marker. The line of game will be the 23. So on 4th and 10 from the 33-yard line of Westside, Curl Certo from the gun. Trips to the top of your screen. Curl Certo takes the snap. Sets in the pocket. Now they forced him out. He's in trouble. He gets away. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Shady wanted a flag, and I'm looking around. I don't see any laundry.
I don't think they're going to get it.
I don't see any laundry, and Westside will take over on downs. So Shady's drive will stall at the 33-yard line. They had a 1st and 10 at the 33, Bill, and 4 consecutive passes go incomplete. And Westside, with 56 seconds left in the half, and they have 3 timeouts, they'll take over on their own 33-yard line.
And as you mentioned, Maris, normally you don't get this many possessions, but both teams have had their chances.
And, you know, Bill, one thing I thought, and I think you would have thought this too, that we had more scoring than what we've had.
Yeah, no doubt.
7-7. It's been an entertaining game, but I did think we would have more than 14 total points. But now let's see what Westside will elect to do. They take over on downs on their own 33-yard line. Vance from the gun takes the snap. Will throw the ball short. They make the connection to Toller. He's running back across. He's got a blocker. He's across the 35. 40 gets out of bounds to stop the clock. So, I beg your pardon, I said Toller. That was Colton Lester who makes the reception. But it will be a Westside 1st down as they get the ball out to the 45-yard line and pick up 12 on the play.
49 seconds left in the half.
And like I said, with 3 timeouts, they can still go, down the middle of the field. They can use their entire playbook here.
And our thanks to Little General again for the instant replay.
So 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Vance ready. Puts a man in motion, which that's Lester that goes in motion. And they get him the ball. He makes the catch for a very minimal gain. And Westside will probably take a timeout, and they do.
Nice tackle by Connor Davis. 5'11", 215-pound senior.
So it's a 3-yard gain, and Westside will burn a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 41 seconds left in the half. That'll give me a chance to tell you that the game tonight is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And your State Farm agent, Scotty Brown in Shady Spring, you can dial him up at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. How about that?
That's great.
All right, Bill, so what do you think we're going to see out of this timeout? Maybe Westside throwing the home run ball or attempting to?
I think absolutely you're going to throw the ball. Their quarterback, Vance, loves to throw. and he's got a little bit of time, and he Canada has only caught one ball so far.
Speaking of the home run ball, what was your take on the World Series?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Well, I knew that you were some point as a Yankee fan. You're really a Red fan, I know.
But mostly Yankees.
Well,
Maris and Mantle.
Well, I
Mr.
know.
Maris.
Well, you're like me. You're a suffering Red fan. So you have to adopt another team,
That's right. That's right, yeah.
All right, out of the timeout, Westside will have it on their own 48. It'll be 2nd and 7. They've got 2 timeouts left. 41 seconds for the half. Vance takes the snap, sets in the pocket, throws down the middle, and it's deflected and almost picked off. As usually the shorthand Bishop would haul that in. Even the ball might have been a touch high. One, you thought that he still would have caught as we watched the replay.
Yeah, just a little bit high. Yeah. So close.
So the clock will stop on the incompletion, 35 seconds for the half. It'll be 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 7 on their own 48-yard line.
Big 3rd down here.
And they're going to go trips to the top of the screen. Vance from the shotgun. Now they put a man in motion. Vance takes the snap. He'll roll the pocket, stops, throws out the flat. They make the connection. And that's a big play and a 1st down inside the 40 of Shady.
And that's Canada.
That's right. That's their go-to guy, and that'll be a 1st down at the Shady 38-yard line.
This guy knows how to run pass routes. Quickly. No huddle.
Yep.
Here they come.
Clock turning. Vance takes the shotgun snap, pumps. Now he's going to keep it, or is he? No, he's going to go deep, going for the home run ball, and they overthrow it. There's a penalty flag right at the goal line. They're going to call either holding or pass interference as they try to get the ball to Canada. And
here's the replay.
As we watch the replay, but it's not a spot foul. And that looked like pretty good defense as the flag came out right at the goal line, but it's a 15-yard penalty and gets Westside a little closer with just 13 seconds left here in the first half. So the line of scrimmage was the 38. The 15 yards should get the ball to the 23.
And Vance almost went across the line of scrimmage.
And, Bill, if my math is correct, from the 38 to the 23, that's 15 yards,
There you
correct?
go. Absolutely.
And that is where the ball will be.
Shady taught you well.
Well, I think I learned that before Shady. So from the 23, now if you're Westside, you've got 2 timeouts, only 13 seconds. You can't waste a lot of time, but you can throw the ball into the end zone from here. Vance takes the shotgun snap, pumps, looks, going to throw short, and it goes through the hands of the receiver and out of bounds.
Canada.
Yep, trying to get the ball to Canada with only 8 seconds. Maybe time for 2 more plays if they hurry. 8 seconds, one thing about it, Bill, if you're the quarterback, Vance, you don't have a lot of time to scramble around there. You got to be counting in your head. You only got 8 seconds. It's got to be quick. Or they may just try to get the ball maybe 5 or 6 yards closer, maybe try to attempt a field goal. Either a shot to the end zone or just something quick and get your field goal team out. Now it looks like they're going to call a timeout. So that's okay. That leaves them with 1. So with 8 seconds left in the half, like I said, your options, you can go for the whole enchilada here and throw the ball in the end zone. But if you do that, you've got, as a quarterback, Vance, you got to be counting in your head to know you only got 8 seconds. You can't scramble around. Or you can try to throw the ball short and get 6 or 7 yards and then bring out your field goal team.
And I think that's what they wanted to do last play. They were running Canada on a down-and-out pattern, and he was overthrown. But, Vance he's got the tools that he does have that clock in his head, and he does have that strong arm, and you got to watch out.
Well, he's going to need to do that because, like I said, he can't scramble around or he can't take off running. It's got to be quick with only 8 seconds left because if you're Westside, at the very worst, you want to at least get a field goal attempt.
So what is Vince Culacerto telling his team?
Well, he's telling his team to don't let nobody get behind you, and that's for sure. Don't let nobody get in the end zone and get behind you. That's for sure. Keep everything in front of you, and if they catch it, you got to get them to the ground. But you may want to get them to hold them up for a minute, then get them to the ground so the time will run out. All right, so let's see what Westside will do. They've got to go quick. They're throwing the home run ball for the end zone, and it's overthrown. And with only 3 seconds left, the ball is at the 23. You're looking at a 40-yard kick. I don't know if their kicker's got that kind of leg. They might just go for it.
Yeah, that was way overthrown to Bishop.
Well, the thing about it is, Bill, I'm thinking that with so little time left, you don't want to throw an interception. You want to live to play another down. And now I think the field goal would be too far.
Yeah.
So they're going to. So if you're Westside, you've got to get the ball into the end zone. If you're Shady, you're going to back up and you're going to let nobody get behind you. Here's the shotgun snap. Final play of the half, unless there's a penalty. The throw into the end zone, caught for the touchdown. With no time left at the end of the first half, Westside dials it up, and Canada hauls it in for his 12th touchdown reception of the season.
Here's the replay on it, and we told you so. Watch out for Canada.
Yeah, we said just don't let nobody get behind you, but right down the seam and right over top of one defender and in front of the other for a touchdown as time expires to end the first half, and Westside has their first lead. A huge momentum play on the final play of the half. 13-7. That was a 7-play as the extra point is up, and it's good. So as time expires to end the first half, your new score, 14-7 in favor of Westside, as that was a 7-play, 67-yard drive, a 23-yard touchdown pass from Vance to Canada, the PAT good, and at the break, it's a 14-7 Westside lead. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back and get you ready for the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. We'll have that coming up next here on Video Productions.
Thank you.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
When we think about substance use disorder in our communities, we can use this as an example of how to work together. It may seem small, but in creating this mural, everyone played a role in breaking through stigma and turning this wall into something vibrant and meaningful. This is a huge sign of support, solidarity, and love. When it comes to how we think about recovery, it takes all of us to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Taze Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
It's having funds to be able to supply.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. The brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera. Stat genius. And Chris Ferris, you know, Bill, I call him the genius when he eats at Cracker Barrel. So when he ever eats there, I got to call him genius because that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, not only was the food great, the service was outstanding.
As it always is. Well, here at the break, it's a 14-7 Westside lead. And how it got that way after each team exchanged punts and Shady had a turnover mixed up in there. Shady scored first, Bill. They took a 7-0 lead, and they did a really good job as they pounded the ball on the ground. They were able to get a touchdown on the ground. But then Westside scored the last two possessions. They had a long 12-play, 68-yard drive that they scored on with a Vance touchdown run. And then Shady, right before the half, Bill, had driven the ball all the way down to the 33-yard line of Westside and had a first down, and then they threw 4 straight incomplete passes. They didn't even pick up a blade of turf once they got the ball down to the 33, and then Westside took over at the 33, and on the final play of the half, as time expired, they hit a connection, a 23-yard touchdown pass, and that's been a big connection for Westside all year from their top-flight quarterback, the young man Vance, and he was hitting Canada for the touchdown as the time expired to take a 14-7 lead. So going into the locker room, Bill, a lot of momentum for Westside.
No doubt about it, and it's interesting the way that both teams were playing the game. Shady Spring realized they can move it on the ground, and they got the one touchdown that way, and they almost had another one before they fumbled inside the red zone. And Westside found out they can throw the ball as they scored on their last two possessions, as Maris just told you. And then they had the one called back due to a penalty. So, both teams, they spent the first quarter feeling each other out. No scoring in the first quarter, and then all of the points came here in the second period.
Well, the Shady Marching Band is out on the field. We're going to take our first break here in the Massey Power Sports halftime show. When we come back, Bill will have numbers for you from the stat genius Chris Farish. We'll have some scores from other games, and we'll do that on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Every bite, better with Pepsi.
With the right support and care, a seed can grow into a resilient plant. Recovery takes patience, intention, and a willingness to listen. Every path is different, and every story of substance use is an opportunity for transformation. When it comes to growing and restoring our communities, we need everyone to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School at the break. Westside with a 14-7 lead as they scored on the final play of the half as time expired, and they take the momentum and the lead into the locker room with them. We're going to have the numbers of the first half, and the numbers of the first half are going to be brought to you by Exit Elevation Realty, and Luke Richmond is the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com, and also brought to you by Edward Jones, your financial advisor. Heather Cantley is your local Edward Jones financial advisor, and you've worked hard for your money. Now let your money work hard for you, and just call Heather and she can tell you how to do that at 681-254-0097. Well, Bill, you have all the numbers of the first half.
And thanks to Chris Farish for that. Here we go. First off, for the Shady Spring Tigers, the home team, They got most of their yardage on the ground, 93 yards plus 31 yards passing, a total offense of 124 yards at halftime. Let's break it down. Rushing, 44 yards for Honecker, 7 carries, 44 for Honecker. Helmer had 7 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Romage, before he was hurt, had 2 carries for 6 yards. A total of 93 rushing yards for Shady Spring. Passing, Culacerto hit 2 of 8 for 31 yards. And the receiving, well, Kubo caught 1 for 14 and easily caught 1 for 17, and that's it. The numbers are completely opposite for Westside. Most of their yardage came in the air, 123 yards, only 36 rushing yards, a total of 159 for the Westside Renagades. So slightly more total offense for Westside, but it results in 2 touchdowns. Let's break it down. First, the rushing. They were led by Vance, the quarterback, 5 carries, 21 yards, and a touchdown. And then Toller, 7 carries for 15 yards. Total 36 yards on the ground in the first half for Westside. Passing, Vance hit 13 of 21 for 123 yards, and the 1 touchdown at the horn. Receiving, Canada caught 5 balls for 61 yards, including that touchdown there at the end. Bishop caught 2 for 18. Lester caught 6 for 44 yards. Total offense, 159 for Westside. Shady had total offense of 124.
And, Bill, most of that offense for Westside came on those last 2 drives, especially through the air. One was a 12-play drive that covered 68 yards. The other was a 67-yard drive in 7 plays. So their last 2 drives accumulated in 19 plays and got Westside in the end zone at the end of both of those drives.
There you go. That's right. And, if you're in the locker room, obviously Shady Spring says, hey, we played great football until the last half of the second quarter. And we've got to tighten up that passing defense, and I'm not sure how, but, because you've got such a great quarterback. And then, they had bottled up number 1, Canada, for all of the half until he got loose there right at the end.
Yeah, like I said, a 67-yard drive and a 68-yard drive for Westside to take the lead. All right, the Shady Spring Marching Band out on the field as it's a 14-7 lead for Westside. We'll take a break here at the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. When we come back, Bill will have scores, and we'll get you caught up on other games going around the state of West Virginia here in Week 10 of the high school football season. 14-7 is the halftime lead for Westside. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckton. We won't be beat.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
With the right support and care, a seed can grow into a resilient plant. Recovery takes patience, intention, and a willingness to listen. Every path is different, and every story of substance use is an opportunity for transformation. When it comes to growing and restoring our communities, we need everyone to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. At the break, Westside in front 14-7. We'll give you some scores of other games, and they're brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and you can contact State Farm agent Scotty Brown in Shady Spring at 681-238-6130. Also, the halftime scores brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store, located in Beckley and Princeton. That's where we had our pregame meal, and it was delicious. You know, chicken, had green beans, mashed potatoes. We had meatloaf. Man, it was good. And like I said, that's what, Bill, that's why Chris Parrish is the stat genius, because when he eats at Cracker Barrel, it makes him smarter.
But, Maris, you had 2 entrees. The rest of us only had 1.
Well, but I didn't eat them at the same time. I'm taking it home, so I'll have it for tomorrow. That's how good Cracker Barrel is. And I have to shout out to the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, because he couldn't make it. So actually, if he would have got there, he could have had that. But that was the case. All right, you got scores from other games.
Okay, we're going to start with Quad A and go around the state. Spring Mills, number 2 in the big school class, is clobbering Parkersburg South 34-0. That's at halftime. We had a chance to see Parkersburg South, and they're not that bad, but Spring Mills is that good. 34-0. Spring Mills, they have won 7 of 8. Herbert Hoover, a AAA school, is beating up on Quad A Hedgesville 28-0. And again, that's a halftime score. Herbert Hoover leading there. Huntington beating Parkersburg 17-0. That is late in the second quarter. Huntington, they won 7 out of 8, and Parkersburg with a down year 3-5. Huntington leads 17-0. Jefferson and a team from Maryland, Clarksburg, Maryland, no score, and that is in the first quarter. Morgantown leading University, the Mohawk Bowl. Morgantown 28, University 7. That is at halftime. Here's another second quarter score. It's tied up between George Washington and Hurricane. Everybody knew that was going to be a close game, and it certainly is. GW ranked 8th, Hurricane ranked 7th. They're tied at 14, and they're late in the first half of play. Still with big schools, Musselman at halftime leading Washington of the Eastern Panhandle, 13-7. Musselman at halftime. Capital, they're AAA. Cabell Midland is Quad A. Cabell Midland 14-13, and that is late in the first half of play. So those are the big schools. Let's take a look at AAA now. Let's see if I can get this right.
Well, one of the
Hot
games
dog, I did
you
it.
did. I'll let you just give them.
Let's do it. Bridgeport 35, Fairmont 7, and that is late in the first half of play. Bridgeport ranked number 3, and Fairmont ranked number 1 in AAA, and it's 35-7 Bridgeport. Both teams undefeated. Frankfort, a AA school, clobbering AAA Grafton 41-0. That's at the half. Frankfort in AA leading AAA Grafton 41-0. It's 7-6 Roane County, the AA school, leading AAA North Marion. Roane County 7-6. That is late in the first half. Princeton 28. The Spartans of Greenbrier East 6. That is at the end of the first quarter. Princeton 28-6 over the Spartans of Greenbrier East. We've been updating you on this Oak Hill-Beckley game. Oak Hill at halftime, 13-7 over the Beckley Flying Eagles. As you know, Oak Hill AAA and Woodrow Wilson is 4A. Spring Valley 21, South Charleston 0, and South Charleston is yet to win a game, but Spring Valley is not romping yet. They lead 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Tied score between Robert C. Byrd and Elkins. That's 21 all at halftime. Elkins and RCB. Scott, a AA school, playing AAA Winfield. It's 13-7, Scott, and that's at halftime. Scott leading by a touchdown over Winfield. Ripley 14, Nicholas County 7. That is late in the first quarter. We already know, of course, the game we're doing now. Westside by a touchdown. East Fairmont over Lewis County 21-7. And that about takes care of AAA.
Yeah, what else we got? Maybe we've got a couple scores in AA, then we got to get to a break.
Let's
get
do
you
it.
ready for the second half.
All right, let's take a look, and we'll scroll down. And here is Bluefield leading Giles of Virginia 17-14. So the Bluefield Beavers, they're 3-4, looking to go to 500. Wayne leading Logan. Both those are halftime scores. Wayne 36-7 over Logan. Midland Trail 15, Greenbrier West 8. That is late in the first half of play. Trail leading by a touchdown. Chapmanville 7, Mingo Central 6. That is at halftime. And Pikeview trailing Polka at halftime 13-0.
All right, that'll do it, and we'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the second half. 14-7, the West Side has the lead. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Teays Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
Having funds to be able to supply anything that I need is awesome.
Find out if a Jumpstart.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. And, Bill, before we start the second half, you got a couple more scores from some of the lower classes.
Yeah, this is single A, and area teams, Meadow Bridge with a lead of 8-6 at the end of the first quarter over Buffalo. Meadowbridge leading there. And scrolling down, Liberty Raleigh and Summers County, no score. That is going into the second quarter. Wyoming East and Van, no score there going into the second quarter of play. And Webster County over Calhoun County, 28-0. That's at the half.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Frobel for Judge. Michael Frobel is a candidate for the circuit judge in the second division. Michael is proud to support the student athlete of Raleigh County, and he asked for your vote this Tuesday if you haven't already voted in the early election. And Bill, from what I understand, nationwide, the early election, people voting early has really been a big hit in this election cycle.
I voted early a couple of days ago, and there were 6,000 who had voted early in Raleigh County, so that's like 15% voting early then.
I have a question. So the polls open, 7 a.m.?
7:30.
7:30. So if you voted 7:35, is that early voting?
That's for some, yeah.
That would be way early for me.
So you're an early American.
Well, I don't think I'm going to vote that early, but that would be early voting, right?
That's right.
All right. We're about ready to start the second half, 14-7 the lead. Mr. Nick Eskins producing, directing, doing a great job as always. Faith Alexander, the brains of the outfit, on camera. I'm Marisai with Bill O'Brien and the stat genius, Mr. Chris Farish. As we're ready to start the second half, Westside will get the second half kickoff, Bill, and Westside took the lead and the momentum with them into the locker room as they scored on their last two possessions, a 67-yard drive and a 68-yard drive, and they scored with no time left, and now they'll get the ball here, start the second half. Here's the kickoff. It will be returned from the 10-yard line and crossing the 20, 25, and get stood up there, and that's going to be Colton Lester on the return as he'll get the ball out to, let's see where they put him down at, 28-yard line maybe, and that's where Westside will have it, 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line.
You were mentioning everybody we're thanking here in the booth. We'd also like to thank our godfather, Butch Mounts. He's the executive producer of Video Productions. We're everywhere. In fact, Maris, you've not only been doing high school ball, you've been doing middle school football, and you've been doing other stuff too.
Volleyball, did grade school basketball, the Raleigh County Championships. By the way, want to shout out to the Shady Spring elementary team. They won the county championship, dethroning Crescent last week. All right. Here we're back to football. Actually, they're going to give him the 29-yard line is where this drive is going to start. 1st and 10 Westside on their own 29. They throw a pass out in the flat, and Shady's all over it. That's not going to go anywhere. And actually, it might. I'm not sure if he actually even caught it. Maybe he did catch it, and he probably wish he hadn't.
We'll look at the replay.
I think he did hang on to it.
Yeah, but it's negative yardage.
Yeah, or no gain. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Westside going back into the first half have scored on each of their last two possessions. They're looking over the sideline, maybe signaling the play in. They'll have trips to the bottom of the screen from the shotgun. Vance waits on the snap, rolls out, throws in the flat, got a man. It's caught across the 35, and a good gain that time, and that is caught by Bishop, Braden Bishop on the reception.
And again, he had plenty of room to run. Here's the Little Genoa replay.
So they're going to pick up 7 on the play, make it 3rd down and 3. To keep the drive alive, got to get out to the 39-yard line. This would be big for the Shady defense if they can hold them to 3 and out. Westside trying to keep the momentum that they got at the end of the first half, as each of their last two possessions of the first half ended up in the end zone. So on 3rd and short, it's going to be a run all the way by Vance. He's got a first down across the 40, across the 45, and that'll keep the this drive alive as they'll pick up a first down, and they'll put the ball down at the 47, call it the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for Westside.
Let's give credit to Bryce Lambert, who tripped him up finally. But, boy, you got to like the quarterback there for Westside, Vance. He's tough.
Well, Vance entered the game with 659 yards rushing.
And 1,600 passing.
Yes. Vance to throw. He looks, throws out in the flat. They make the connection into Shady territory, down inside the 45, and that's Braden Bishop who makes the catch, and a nice gain on first down.
You know, we're talking about Vance with 1,600 passing yards this year. He had 1,700 all of last year, which is a great number, and he's about to beat that tonight.
So that's a huge gain on first down. They'll give him 9, 2nd and 1 at the Shady 43. And right now, Westside has found something. And, moving the pocket, Bill, I think has been very effective getting Vance on the move. And this time Vance will keep it, and he's not going to get anything. Shady will stack him up for no gain.
Several Tigers were there, led by Colton Henderson, 6'4", 260-pound senior.
Third down.
So it'll bring up third down. They need about a yard to keep this drive moving. Or obviously, they probably will have, thinking here, Bill, 2 chances to pick this up from the Shady 43. Vance looks over to the sideline, maybe changing the play. Shady looks like they're going to stack the box here, think it's going to be a run. And it is a run. And it's going to be a tough play. I'm not sure he's going to get there with the extra effort.
Extra effort might have gotten there.
I'm not sure. I think it's still going to be short. I think it's going to be fourth down, and it will be.
Jacob Toller. Gain of about a yard, brought down by number 22, Casey.
He needed a yard. He got 2 feet.
Yep, so it's going to be fourth down. And this is a huge play for the Shady defense, trailing in the game 14-7 to try to get a stop and get their offense back on the field, and for the first time in the second half. Fourth and short. Vance going to throw the ball. They throw in the flat. They make the connection for the first down. They didn't need much, and they didn't get much, but, man, that play has been there. As Canada able just go a little simple down and out like a backyard play. Watch the replay, Bill. Very simple.
This is Canada.
Yeah, just go down, go past the sticks, turn around. The ball's right there as he turns around, and that'll move the chains inside the 40 to the Shady 39-yard line.
He knows how to run those precise pass routes.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. That's something you could do in the backyard.
Kyler Canada is a senior, 5'9", 145.
So another package down for Westside. That's their second first down of this drive from the Shady 39. This is the first possession of the second half. Vance takes the shotgun snap, rolls the pocket, looks, throwing deep for the home run ball, and it's overthrown. Pretty good coverage there as Westside see if they can catch Shady napping there, Bill, and try to dial up the home run ball.
Well, they tried, but Shady had double coverage there. Would have had to have been a perfect throw.
But, I like the play. Especially where the ball is inside the 40, you want to take a shot and do it on first down.
Mm-hmm.
So the clock will stop on the incompletion. 7:26, I beg your pardon, remaining here in quarter number 3. Shady's yet to have the ball in the second half. This is the first possession. This will be the 9th play of the drive. 2nd and 10 for Westside at the Shady 39-yard line. Vance looks over the Shady defense, takes the snap. It's going to be option. Vance going to keep it himself. Now he cuts back. He's got some running room. There's a flag on the play. It's a first down the sideline, and wait and see. We're probably going to have a hold. It's probably going to come back.
That's where that flag is. Normally that's holding.
So when you see that laundry coming, that's what they always call that, dirty laundry, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it goes against you. It's clean laundry when the penalty's not on you, and that will be the holding penalty that will take the ball back, and that will negate what would have been a huge run that time by Vance. They walk the ball back across the 45.
Well, that's how he got open.
And the ball will be placed down at the Shady 47-yard line. The down will remain the same. It's second down.
Big crowd here tonight at H.B. Thomas Field. Temperature in the mid-50s. Perfect weather. Great game.
That's one thing about it. All these Friday nights, and this is the 10th week of the season, we've really had great weather. And last night, the middle school game at Independence for Halloween. I don't remember a Halloween in the day as warm as it was yesterday. Here's Vance. Pumps. Looks deep. Throwing the ball down the far sideline. Great coverage down there. No chance to make the connection. And it'll bring up third down.
Intending for Canada, but it was well overthrown.
And like I said, great coverage by Shady.
Here's the replay. Pump fake. Fires the home run shot.
And, he even overthrew the defender.
Yeah.
So third and long. And if you're Shady's defense, you got to think you got to get off the field here. You got bailed out with a penalty. And Westside had some momentum after scoring the last 2 times they had the ball at the end of the first half. So third and forever right here. Vance takes the shotgun snap. He'll throw the ball short. It's caught. And juking and jiving, trying to get down near the 35. The ball is caught by Bishop, Austin Bishop. And it makes it more manageable, Bill, here to go for it as they'll put the ball down at the 36 of Shady. I would imagine Westside will go right here.
Well, they still need a big chunk. But, with Vance, anything is possible.
You're only going to need, 6 yards?
About 7, yeah.
Yeah, that's
6.
Yeah, and that's definitely with the way that we've seen how Vance can run in the passing game. That's definitely, a manageable fourth down here, 4th and 6. Fourth and 6, maybe 7.
7, yeah. And this is where you throw the home run shot.
So this is a money down. Vance takes the shotgun snap, has time, got a man, and it's deflected. It went through the up man's hands, then it went through the back man's hand, and Shady's able to stop him and get off the field and turn the ball over to their offense.
Austin Bishop is pointing at somebody here. Let's look at the replay, courtesy Little General Stores. There's Vance firing over the middle, tipped high.
So Shady takes over on downs, and they'll have excellent field position for their first possession of the second half. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line, and they had great success with Carlos Soto up under center and just pounding the ball, and that's they fumbled on one series that they did that, and they scored on the other. And it looks like that's what they're going to do, at least lining Carlos Soto up under center anyway. 1st and 10 on their own 36, and go back to what worked. But it's not going to work on that play. And that's going to be a yard loss back to the 35. So maybe Westside made some adjustments maybe at halftime, Bill, to try to figure that out if Shady wants to try to line up and run the ball like that.
Cost him a yard. Colasurto goes to the sideline to get the instructions direct from his coaching staff.
Bill, when you look back at all your years of broadcasting, you broadcast games in which Eddie Colasurto, quarterback, current Shady assistant coach, Phil Colasurto, quarterback, and now Westside's offsides, and that'll cost them 5. You go back to when their dad, Pete Colasurto, was an assistant coach and then head coach. So you, Bill, you've been really entwined with the Colasurto name and family almost for really over 50 years.
Well, this is my 50th year, and you're right, all those great names. And Robbie Colasurto, of course, don't forget him, is
Toots.
Great linebacker.
That's was his nickname, Toots. Of course, Danny, Joey, all of them played.
Yeah.
Phil was the quarterback of that Beckley 77 championship team.
Exactly, and he is an assistant here now for Shady.
So the 5-yard penalty gets the ball out to the 40-yard line. Colasurto up under center. They'll hand the ball off, and Westside ready for it. That gains maybe a yard, but Westside, where Shady had all that success in the first half, it looks like that Westside has made an adjustment.
Cole Klein was one of the leading tacklers that time. Let's take a look at the Shady assistant coaches. We mentioned Phil Colasurto. There's John Smith, Chris Vickers, Corey Handy, and Theo Thibault.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down for Shady. They have the ball at their own 41. They got to get across the 45, got to get out to the 46. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for Shady. Westside look like they jumped again, and they do, and they'll give them the 1st down. So Westside twice on this particular series has jumped into the neutral zone, and they mark it off. That should be a 1st down.
That was Morgan.
It's going to be.
It's going to be so close.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short. I don't know. The ball's. Well, you look where the down marker is, Bill. That should be a 1st down, should it not?
It is.
That looks like that should be a 1st down. If you look across the way where the down marker is to the chain,
you can see at the top of your screen.
Right, and the ball was on. If the
it's
math
on the
is
hash
correct,
mark.
if the ball was on the 41 and 5 yards, you had to get to the 46. The ball's at the 46. That should be a Shady 1st down. Maybe they're going to measure. I can tell them they're wasting their time. It's going to be a 1st down.
Well, they want some TV time,
All right.
Yeah, this is easily a 1st down.
Well, as soon as we say that, then it won't be. In the NFL game last night, and actually it's going to be NFL game last night. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, Bill, and it's not a 1st down.
It is an inch short.
But I don't know how that would be, because if you need 5 and you have a penalty, it's 5 yards. But anyway, in the NFL game last night between the Jets and the Houston Texans, the Jets got a touchdown, and you can replay it 15 times. He was still out of bounds, and they still called it a touchdown. So you just never know what they're going to do. So it's not going to be enough for a 1st down. It's going to be like a chain link or a blade of turf short of being a 1st down.
I guess a little rubber pellet.
I suppose.
But, you can see where the football is. It's on that hash mark. You can see where the bullseye is at the top of your screen. That's on the hash mark.
And Bill, you can see the ball is actually across the hash mark.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't count, and it's going to be 3rd, and like I said, 3rd and
An inch.
And a blade of turf. And maybe they'll quarterback sneak it. Let's see. They won't. They'll just turn around and hand it off. That'll be a first down. And that'll cross into Westside territory and get the ball down to the Renegade 49-yard line.
Nice run. Evan Honecker, again, followed his big offensive line.
And as you said, Bill Romich, who got hurt in the first half, has not returned, and he probably is not going to come back since he didn't come back at all in the first half, and he's not out there now. So from the Westside 49-yard line, Shady has a new package of down. Westside helped that out by jumping off sides twice. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And, you know, Bill, with all this running, and we're down, wow, fast third quarter, you know.
Don't say it.
Well, no, the possessions have been shrunk in this game. Here's
That's
a
Romich.
nice run. Yeah, as soon as I say Romich won't come back, he does.
There
and he
he
picks
is.
up a first down.
That's funny.
Normally when I say that this game's going at a snail's pace, it goes fast. When I say it's going like the Road Runner, then it goes as a snail's pace.
Well, that's called the announcer's curse.
Jinx.
Yeah.
First down inside the 40 at the 37-yard line, and Romich looks like he's shaking up and have to come out of the game. As you can see him right here.
Yeah,
and that's what, he had that ankle injury in the first half. So from the 37-yard line is where it'll be a new package of downs for Shady. But, Bill, like I said, Westside's had the ball one time in this third quarter. We're 3.5 minutes left in it, and this is Shady's only possession.
Helmer and Honecker, though, have done a nice job running.
And Shady, the fact they're behind, I'm thinking Shady's really got to score on this drive. And there's a nice handoff and a good run, and going to be another first down or very close to it. As Helmer gets the carry and he gets the ball just inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Second down a yard.
8, second down.
And they're going to give him, 8 on the carry and make it 2nd and 2.
And we're at 3 minutes to play third quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Look how fast this quarters went.
Yeah. Or gone.
Yes.
Second down and less than 2.
Gone and went. Went and gone, right? Something like that. I think everybody knows what we meant, right? You can see we're having fun doing what
we're having a good time.
All right, here's a run play, and that's going to be short of the first down. And that's going to come up third down. As I think that was Helmer on the carry.
Yeah, he tried a little counter play, and let's see if we have that again. But again, good D by Westside Renegades. Here it comes. Thanks to Nick at Night.
That's the heavy hitter.
Yes, sir. And that was Helmer.
So it's going to be third down. Looks like about a yard.
Mm-hmm.
They have the ball at the Westside 29-yard line from the shotgun. Carlos Serta waits on the snap, gets the snap. Helmer gets the carry. He's got a first down, gets the ball down to the 25-yard line, and 1st and 10 for Shady.
And this is what you want. Not only to move the chains, but you want to keep that offense on the field.
Well, if you're Shady, you got to finish the drive. They had a good drive like this before. They fumbled, and the next time they scored. But they have found something when they've been able to run the ball between the tackles.
Well, you're right, Marison. You take a look at Shady Spring. You mentioned the fumble. That was on the 15 of Westside in the first half. They also gave it up on downs at the Westside 33, so they had 2 good drives other than the touchdown in the first half.
They put the ball at the 24-yard line. It's another running play to Helmer. He's got some room. He's got the edge. He's inside the 10. He cuts back to the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown! A beautiful run of 24 yards, and Shady's within an extra point of tying the game. 24-yard run by Helmer, and that was a beautiful drive after Shady's defense got the ball away by holding Westside on downs. That's an 8-play, and that is a 64-yard drive, and it's 14-13, and now Shady, as I mentioned, an extra point away from getting the game even at 14. 1:28 left in the third, and here comes the point after attempt. The hold is good. The kick is also good. So with 1:28 remaining in the third quarter, your new score is Shady 14, Westside 14. Once again, an 8-play, 64-yard drive, a 24-yard touchdown run by Helmer. The PAT good. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And Bill, I know how much you love Pepsi, and I'm going to open you a nice cold blue can of Pepsi.
Got to be blue. I like all the sugar, no doubt about it. Well, Simmons with the point after from placement, and this is quite a game. We expected it was going to be close. Both teams have the same record, 6-2. Both of them obviously playing for postseason and for home field advantage. And both these teams want it very badly, and they're both doing it different ways. As we mentioned, Westside likes to throw it, and you saw Shady Spring likes to run it.
Well, you know, Bill, after each team had 5 possessions each in the first half, now we've used almost this entire quarter on one possession for each team, 128 left in it. Westside had the ball for 11 plays and turned it over on downs. Shady, that's at 8 plays. I mentioned 64-yard drive to get in the end zone and kick the extra point to tie the game. So really you got to think that when you get the ball, you almost really have to score because you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get if you don't score. And with the game tied at 14, Shady set to kick it off. It's teed up, and here comes the kick with 1:28 left in the third. It's going to be a deep kick. It is returnable inside the 20, and it'll be returned by Canada. He takes it to the far side, crosses the 30, 35. Nice return before he's ran out of bounds, just shy of the 40. So a good kickoff return for Westside, and they'll have excellent field position here, Bill, here in the final 1:18 of quarter number 3.
Last time they had the ball, they got it down to the Shady 36 before they gave it up on downs. And you got to give credit to that Tiger defense late in the third quarter of play. And this crowd getting their money's worth tonight. And hopefully our viewers are enjoying this.
Yeah, they'll put the ball right there at the 38-yard line, and that's where Westside will have the ball for the second time here in the second half. 1st and 10. Vance brings him up. He works from the shotgun as he has all night. Takes the snap. It's going to be a running play across the 40. And out across the 45 before they throw him back. That was a nice run that time. That was Jacob Toller with the carry. 5'7", 145-pound junior, and get the ball out to the 44-yard line and get 6 on the play. So it'll bring up second down. Ball's just shy of the 45. May want him to call it the 45. The nose of the ball is right there on the hash of the 45.
Did you watch Mike Crouch come off the field? He's 300 pounds, and he was sprinting like he was 200.
So from the 45-yard line, it'll be second down for Westside. Vance waits on the shotgun snap. It's a handoff. It's a running play, and it's a carry that time with Toller, and he's going to come up about a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. And let's see if we'll get this play off before the end of the third quarter as we're coming down the final 15 seconds of the third. Ball out to the 47-yard line. And if I'm Westside, I would just take it to the fourth quarter. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So a very fast-moving third quarter. As soon as I say that, they chalk up to the line in a hurry, but they're not going to get the playoff, and that's the end of 3. At the end of 3, we're all leaving up. Shady 14, Westside 14. Back with the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
The most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack Off, right here at your local Little General store. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
And welcome back to Shady Spring High School with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry, headed to the fourth quarter. Bill tied at 14. A big play here for Westside. 3rd and 2. They have the ball on their own 47-yard line. And let's see what Mr. Vance will do. He takes the shotgun snap. It's a running play and not going to get there. Shady's defense steps up to the challenge. And now a big decision here, Bill, here in the fourth quarter of a tie game. 4th down and about a yard, maybe a half a yard for Westside. And I think they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Because like I said, you know, you got to think that you're not going to get too many chances. Each team had the ball one time in that third quarter. And they got about a half a yard of what they're going to need. The ball's just shy of the 48-yard line. By the way, over in Fayette County, Oak Hill still leads Beckley 13-7. Our field reporter Eric Thomas with that update. 4th and short. Vance up under center. Quarterback sneak. They'll move the pile, and he'll break through and get a huge first down. It looked like they had him stopped, and all of a sudden Vance kept moving his legs, and he gets the ball all the way down inside the 45 and moves the sticks down to the Shady 43-yard line.
And I expect that the Tigers were expecting that. He's 6'3", the quarterback, Vance, 6'3" and 190 pounds. Let's look again. And you saw that he just uses his power. He's good size.
So a 1st and 10 for Westside at the Shady 43-yard line. Shady went up 7-0. Westside scored 2 times in a row there to end the half, and on the final play of the half to go up 14-7. Shady answered with a touchdown drive the last time they had it to tie it at 14. Westside on the move, 1st and 10. They'll throw the ball in the flat. It's caught at the 40-yard line. It's a short gain, and that is Canada with the catch. Canada will haul it in at the 40-yard line, pick up 3, and make it 2nd down and 7.
And Blake Snodgrass, he's just a sophomore, 6'1", 165, made a nice one-on-one play.
Beckley has now taken the lead in the 3rd quarter. They lead Oak Hill 14-13, and they're winding down at the end of the 3rd quarter. We appreciate Eric Thomas, our field reporter over there in Fayette County. So, and we got a timeout on the field. So we're going to take a quick timeout with them, and we'll regroup. 14-all. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
Game tied at 14. We welcome you back here to Shady Spring High School. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Your financial advisor is Heather Cantley. She takes care of me. She'll take care of you. You worked hard for your money as I did, so you want your money to work hard for you. She showed me how to retire, Bill. How about that?
So you're retired, like working every night of the week for Video Productions?
That's not really retirement. That's play. My actual retirement, you call Heather at 681-254-0097. She'll show you how to retire right. She taught me how to retire right.
Well, it's working.
It's working. All right, out of the timeout. Westside burned their first timeout of the 2nd half. They got 2 left. They have a 2nd down at the ball at the Shady 40-yard line. We got our staff here, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera. The stat genius, Mr. Chris Farish. So got a 2nd down play for Westside at the Shady 40. Here's Vance to throw. Across the middle. It's caught. 1st down inside the 30, or rare right at the 30. The ball's out. And let's see. Waiting to see who recovered
or if he was down.
If he's down. Toller saying he's down. But Westside may have recovered it anyway. And it's going to be a 1st down for the Renegades. As they're going to put the ball back, they're going to say he's down, but it is a 1st down inside the 30 at the Shady 29-yard line.
And you could see that was the right call there on the replay.
So that'll go for 11 yards and a 1st down from the Shady 29.
And Haley Hunt, your Shady Spring dance team.
Vance is ready as they got trips to the bottom of the screen. Man coverage top of the screen. Vance will keep it himself, and he'll get about a yard. That's about it. That's a nice play by Helmer, I believe that was. It made the stop.
You are correct. Caden Helmer playing both ways. He's 6'2", 180, and just a junior for Shady Spring.
And let's see, they'll get the ball down to the 28-yard line. That's a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 9 for Westside at the Shady 28. Vance takes the snap, sets up in the pocket. Now he starts to scramble, starts to move. Now he throws, got a man open. It's caught. Nope, it's dropped. It looked like it was going to be hauled in at his highest point that time by Toller, but he couldn't hang on, and it's an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here it is again. Watch.
Right there, Bill, looked like at his highest point he was going to haul it in, but he couldn't survive the ground. He couldn't bring it in, and that'll make it 3rd down and 9.
Almost a terrific play.
Clock will stop at 9:07 left here in regulation on the incompletion. At 14-0, we've got to say regulation now, right?
That's right. Been that kind of night.
Yes.
Great game.
And I thought it would be a close game as it is. I just thought we'd have a little bit more scoring in it. Vance takes the shotgun snap with time, throws. It's caught for a first down inside the 20-yard line, and a big connection on third down as Bishop hauls it in.
Bishop has been there. He's not the primary receiver, but he has when Shady has bottled up Canada.
So they're going to put the ball down. Let's see where they put it down at the 17 of Shady, 1st and 10. Here's going to be a running play. Up inside.
Told her.
To the 10. And they throw it. That's his fumble. It's stolen by Shady as they strip him down the sideline. Crosses midfield. What a huge defensive play by the Tigers. To the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's Bailey. A huge defensive play for Shady as it looked like Westside was going in for the touchdown, and Bailey comes out of nowhere, Bill, with a strip fumble as we'll watch the replay and run it all the way back inside the 10.
This is Jalen Bailey making the play of the night.
Oh, my, what a tremendous play right there. Just strips him.
Yeah.
A tremendous defensive play. That's as good as it gets right there, Bill.
And Vance is the only man who is between him and pay dirt, and finally Bailey is going to get caught before he scores.
That's as good as defensive play as I've seen in many years, as Bailey with a beautiful defensive play on a strip fumble and gets the ball all the way down to the 9-yard line. What a swinging momentum. It looks like Westside was going in to take the lead, and Shady flips the script on him. 1st and goal, Shady at the 9. Curlacerto turns around, hands it off for a touchdown. And just like that of the turnover, Shady able to score with Helmer.
It's his 3rd score of the night.
That's the hat trick, a one-play, 9-yard drive after a beautiful defensive play by Bailey. And Shady has regained the lead with 8:23 left in the game, a 20-14 lead. Wow, what a change of events.
Wow. Amazing.
That was a tremendous defensive play by Bailey. And it leads to Helmer's hat trick, the 3rd touchdown run of the night.
Simmons to kick.
And a big extra point. It's up, and it is good. So your new score is 21-14 Shady with 8:23 remaining in the 4th quarter. That's a one-play, 9-yard drive, a 9-yard touchdown by Helmer. And the thing about it, Bill, it was set up by the sensational defensive play by Bailey. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And I think for a play like that, Bill, we need to send a case of blue cans of Pepsi down to the Shady sideline for a play like that.
I'll tell you what, that would be perfect, because talk about a champion, that's Pepsi and that's Shady Spring.
Well, it was on that play. And I'll tell you what, that's as good a defensive play as not only have I seen this year, but I've seen it many years, because it looked like that Westside had all the momentum. Looked like Shady's defense was back on their heels, and it looked like that Westside was ready to take the lead, and out of nowhere, Bailey comes in and makes a huge defensive play. And I think Westside are stunned from that, because, you know, Bill, with the way this game's going, with 8:23 left in the game, I think if you're Westside, I think this is the drive that you have to score on.
Shady has scored the only points here in the second half and has a 1 TD lead. Here we go.
Here comes the kickoff. It will be returned. Ball inside the 15. That is Canada. Crosses the 20. Gets out across the 30-yard line and gets out to the 31-yard line.
Return bomb.
So from the 31-yard line.
Number 8, Toller, brought down by number 15, Bryce Lambert.
That's where Westside will take over.
Brings up a first down.
Well, everybody here in the stadium still buzzing over that change of events. Turn this game around that quick. How long was that run? We'll have to check that out.
Well, you'll have to go back. I think he took it at the – I think he went from the 10 to the 9. Here's Vance to throw. Going for the home run ball. Got a man down the center of the field. It's broken up. And it's picked off.
Wow.
And Shady turns it over on back-to-back plays. Westside has turned it over, and Shady will take over on their own 45-yard line. My goodness, the momentum has swung in favor of the Tigers.
Nick Honecker.
We watched the replay. I couldn't really tell. It was in all that traffic. And Honecker able to pick it off as he goes to the ground, and Shady will take over on their own 45-yard line. Wow. First and 10, Shady from their own 45. And if you're Westside, Bill, you got to think, well, man, you've been snake bit. You've been snake bit, dog bit, pushed out of a running car. As Shady will take over on their own 45-yard line. And up 7, 21-14 with 8:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Now let's see what Shady will do. They've been successful on the ground, and that runs a lot of clock. Westside's already burned one timeout. It'll be a running play. Westside is up to the task as it will go for a loss. And now I think they're going to get a penalty, and I think it's going to be – let's see who they'll call it on. We've got either offsides. I'm not sure. It's going to be on Shady. And, you know, I'm surprised that Westside is going to take the penalty because they got a loss. They can make it 2nd and 14 as opposed to 1st and 15. And you think that the down would be more important than that 1 yard. But they're going to back them up to the 40. And maybe they didn't have a choice. Maybe they called it no play because they're saying Shady lined up offsides. So make it 1st and 15. And actually, if you have a penalty, it's a break for Shady that you still get to keep the down. They're going to run the ball for about 3 yards there. And that's what is Honecker. And, you know, and Bill, that's what you're going to expect Shady to do, is just run the ball and try to eat that clock. The defense on back-to-back plays have got turnovers, and I figure they can just run the ball, and then if they have to punt, they can leave it up to their defense. So out to the 43, a pickup of 3, and brings up 2nd down.
That Shady defense has come through the last 2 times.
Carlos Soto from the shotgun. They're going to run the ball again, and that's going to get tripped up and go nowhere.
Let's give credit to 71, Cage Osborne, the defensive lineman, just a freshman, 270-pounder for the Renegades.
So that's going to lose a yard back to the 42. We're under 7 minutes for the game. We're in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and long. They have the ball on their own 42. They got to get to the Westside 45. Let's see if they'll elect to put it up or try to run the ball. Carlos Soto to throw with time. Goes across the middle. They've got the connection. It's a 1st down. Inside the 40, inside the 35, all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And a huge connection on 3rd down. And you're going to have to help me out with those field glasses because I couldn't see who's able to hold that in.
I think that's Bailey, yeah. Jalen Bailey.
So Bailey hauls it in as he makes the catch inside. As he made the catch and got all the way inside the 30, down to the 28 of Westside. A huge 3rd down connection.
You saw he caught it again on the replay. He's something else.
Well, like I said, Bill, I'm having a hard time trying
to
see those numbers. And with the reflection that we have in the press box with the lights on, all I can see is me and you when I look out into there because we got our reflection.
I thought last night was scary night, trick or treat.
Well,
Halloween is over.
A 1st down for Shady at the 28 of Westside. Carlos Soto in no hurry, running the play clock down to 1 before they snap the ball. It's a running play. There's a nice gain. 20 to the 10. A huge gain down to the 10-yard line of 18.
Helmer again.
Down to the 10-yard line. It's an 18-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal for Shady.
Look at this. And a touchdown-saving grab there by the shoelaces to save the score.
Well, you know, Bill, you know what? If you dressed up as Halloween, you dressed up as momentum, what would that look like? Because the momentum is real, and we've seen it, because it looked like that Westside was ready to take the lead, and all of a sudden, with the momentum, and now Shady maybe right here could deliver the knockout blow.
It's wearing gold and blue.
Here's a running play, and they get the ball down about the 6-yard line.
Helmer on the carry.
As Helmer's been the workhorse. And we have a
Tackle by number 51, Cameron York.
And again, normally Romage is the workhorse for the Tigers' offensive runs, but he's been injured not once but twice. Only has had a handful of carries tonight.
I put the ball down. Looks to be the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
And Shady in no hurry. Westside's got 2 timeouts left. We got 13 on the play clock. 4:50 for the game. Up under center's Carlos Soto. He'll milk the clock down to about 1 or 2 seconds before they snap the ball. They do. Here's the running play. They get inside the 5. They get close to the goal line. As Honecker makes the carry, and he gets down to about the 2-yard line.
And again, you've got to give big credit to that offensive line, mostly seniors for the Shady Spring Tigers. And I want to mention Colton Henderson is one of those, 260-pounder. He's been leading the way all night long along with his teammates.
And what do we got? The clock has stopped. We've got a penalty on Westside, a personal foul, and that will give a first down to Shady. So they'll take the ball from the 2 to the 1 and make it first down.
4.5 minutes to go in the game. Shady needs the insurance, and they're close.
So the ball just right there at the 1 yard line on the penalty, and a new set of downs, first and goal.
Need about 4 feet.
Does that equal 1 yard?
That's
1 knee equals 2 feet.
Well, I guess.
Well, no, it does. John Madden wrote a book about that. That was the title. All right, first and goal. Closer to up under center. Turns around, hands it off, and a touchdown.
Honecker.
A hat trick plus 1. That's a 7-play, 55-yard drive. And Shady has opened up the lead now to 27-14 with 4:10 left in the game. So Shady, after giving up a touchdown on the half's final play, have now scored 3 touchdowns here in the second half. And from being down 14-7 with this extra point, it's up and good. Shady now is regained the lead and then one more to boot. A 28-14 Shady lead with 4:10 left in the game. That was a 7-play, 45-yard drive, and Helmker gets his 4th touchdown of the night with a 1-yard run. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love me some Pepsi. Wow, Bill, I'll tell you, what a change of events. It looked like Westside was driving, getting ready to take the lead, and just like that, out of nowhere, it is Shady getting the big turnaround with the fumble and then back-to-back touchdowns. Oak Hill has regained the lead in their game against Beckley. They're up 19-14. Princeton, listen to this score, Bill, 62-6. Princeton leads Greenbrier East.
Ouch. Wow.
And, you know, that Beckley-Oak Hill game, kind of game I thought it would be, is that's the way it was last year. Eric and I had the pleasure of calling that game for Video Productions, and back and forth they were last year, and once again tonight, back and forth. So if you're Westside, you're down to 2 timeouts with 4:10 left in the game, and you're thinking, wow, you got to score quick on this drive.
Simmons ready to kick.
And here comes the kickoff. It'll be returned there right about the 10-yard line. On the far side, 20.
Canada.
Good return.
Watch out.
Down the sideline, crosses midfield as Canada, looked like he was running to Canada right there, wasn't he?
He almost broke it.
And that's a huge kickoff return. That's what Westside needed because they got to score it real quick. We're down to the final 4 minutes of regulation. And let's see, the ball will be returned all the way to the Shady 45-yard line. So from the Shady 45, that's where Westside will start this. And now, Bill, you got to think maybe they won't be down 2 scores. You're probably going to band a run here. You know, Oak Hill has got 19, and because Beckley's blocked 2 extra points, I'm told, in that game. Here's a pass down the middle, and it's broken up with a big hit.
By who else?
A big hit by Bailey to break that play up.
Jalen Bailey has just played a terrific game along with Elmer. Here's the replay on it. Watch.
You know, Bailey was such an integral part of Shady winning the state basketball championship a year ago, and, man, he has really played big here on the gridiron here in football. And I don't know if we got to look like we got a little mist maybe out there coming down. Doesn't it look a little foggy, little mist
Just
coming down?
a little bit fog, yeah. By the way, speaking of basketball, we talked to Ronnie Olson before we came on the air here, and I had a chance to see him earlier today at the scrimmage game.
Second down
Armory.
play. We'll get that thought in a minute,
Yeah.
Bill. Here's Vance down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. 3 straight possessions, 3 straight interceptions. A flag on the return as Seabolt gets the pick, but it'll stay with Shady's. There's a flag on the far side 40, and Shady has turned West over 3 straight times.
So Brody Seabolt, 5'8", 185, and a senior. Watch this.
And let's see. They probably have a penalty on the return, maybe a block in the back on the return as the flag comes in right there about the 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
But for Shady, they will get to keep possession of the ball. And after the game was tied, and like I said, it looked like Westside was going in to take the lead. The momentum is really real, and the pendulum swung in Shady's favor with momentum, and now they've taken control of the game. So on the pick, 3 straight turnovers for Westside, and Shady will take over on their own 30-yard line with the first down.
Just going to say, finishing that thought about Ronnie Olson and basketball, they're going to have a nice team again.
So 1st and 10 from the 30. Of course, Bill, in another month, Video Productions will be at Shady High School, and we'll have their preseason scrimmage that they do every year. And you and I are always a part of that. Here's a running play, and that's what you figure we're going to see from Shady when they got a 2-touchdown lead, just trying to eat the clock. Westside's only got 2 timeouts left as Shady runs the ball out to the 33-yard line.
And again, that's Hemler. He scored 3 touchdowns, and then Honecker got the last one. So, I mean, those 2 guys have just been workhorses tonight on offense.
So from the 33-yard line, it'll be second down, Shady in no hurry, coming down to the 3-minute mark, and Shady can just run this play clock down to right at 3 minutes, before they snap the ball. And what a huge win this will be for Shady. If they can hang on, they'll get themselves to 7-2. They close out the year next Friday night in the regular season home against Wheeling Central. Here's a running play, and that will be a first down. And that might right there seal the deal as they get the ball out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and again, that was Honecker, and you can tell the defensive players, especially on that D line for Westside, they are just tuckered out. They have been on the field a lot, and they're just worn down.
Well, I think they're still stunned from when Bailey made that when he stole the ball away. Westside had everything going their way and looked like they were going to take the lead, and I don't think Westside had been able to recover that. They've turned the ball over since that time 2 previous times, and right now, what a huge win this will be for Shady. It's 2.5 and counting.
Yeah, 3 turnovers in a row against the Renegades. It sealed their doom.
You figure Shady can run the ball. One more first down. The deal's probably already sealed, but definitely another first down would do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Shady, just want to hang on to the ball.
Here it comes.
And here's that first down inside the 40, inside the 35, all the way down inside the 30. A flag comes in at the end of the play. We might have a face mask on that, as there was no other Shady player in the play when the flag came out.
Caden Helmer again, showing how it's done, and watch.
And let's see if it is a face mask, and that will tack it on to the penalty yardage to the end of the run there.
Yeah.
Looked like he grabbed him by the face mask.
Ouch.
And that is the call. At least that's what we see on the replay. It looked like I thought the official had grabbed and showed the indication of a face mask, and they will mark the penalty yardage off. And that's, you can see the.
Yeah, that's 15.
Yeah. He stopped at 10. He needs to go 5 more yards, doesn't he?
15-yard penalty.
They get the ball down inside the 15 down to the 14. And a first down.
First down.
So with 2:08 left in the game, and now Westside, let's see who took that timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Let's see who took the timeout.
Couple of scores.
If Westside took it, Bill, they're down to only 1 timeout. Well, Bill, Beckley and Oak Hill, the big game in Fayette County, 19-14 in the fourth quarter. Oak Hill leads. Our field reporter, Eric Thomas, says that what gives Beckley a chance is they blocked 2 extra points to
Eric
keep it at 19.
He'll be back with you next week. You're going to do the Woodrow game.
Right.
And I'll be here doing the Shady game. At least that's the plan.
Well, that's the plan. We got a lot going on. Video Productions got the state soccer tournament in Beckley Thursday and Saturday. We'll have Tech Tuesday. We'll have volleyball Wednesday, soccer Thursday, football Friday, soccer Saturday.
Wow.
So I guess we have to rest up Monday to prepare for the remainder of the week.
I'm tired already just hearing it.
Yeah, just hearing that. So I'll work basketball Tuesday at the Armory. I'll work volleyball Wednesday at Woodrow, and I'll work football Friday at Woodrow. And by the way, George Washington and Hurricane playing tonight. Of course, Beckley gets George Washington. Hurricane gets Martinsburg next week. And that will be down at Hurricane. Long trip from Martinsburg. Out of the timeout, Shady will have the ball. And they really, for all intents and purposes, probably can take a couple of knees here from the 14-yard line. Westside can only stop the clock 1 more time. And you would think, yeah, like I said, they could take 4 knees and pretty much run out the clock. But they'll run the ball.
Honecker.
And get the ball down inside the 10 to about the 9. Clock is turning.
You know, speaking of Martinsburg and their head coach, Dave Walker, who's a Pineville guy, but he's been incredibly successful in Martinsburg. He came down to Artie when we had the sports legends down there a couple of weeks ago. And Lonnie Warwick was one of those honored. And, of course, he just passed away a few days ago. And we understand that his special service will be at his new stadium named for him in Mount Hope.
Yeah, Lonnie Warwick played in Super Bowl IV for the Minnesota Vikings against the Chiefs.
There you go.
So Shady just can wind that clock all the way down, snap it with 1 second left on the play clock, which they do. And they get the ball down to the 1 yard line with 1:17 remaining.
Tackle by number 12,
Colton Lester was the tackler.
And here's the thing, Bill. Should Shady punch this in and win this game 35-14, and you just see the score, you'll think maybe the game wasn't that close. But this game was really tight, and then just over the last little bit did Shady really pull away from them. But the momentum, it was a huge left hook, and it staggered Westside, and they were never able to overcome that.
It was tied until 8:23 left in this game.
And if you're Shady, you don't really need to score. You can just take a knee, and that would end it. He's got to take 2 knees. But they'll run the ball, and they will get in the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
So Shady expands their lead to 34-14. And Helmer scores the touchdown for Shady.
His 4th score. Let's look again.
That's a 6-play, 70-yard drive, and Helmer finishes off the drive with a 1 yard touchdown run. 46 seconds left in the game, and Shady's going to get the win as they take a 34-14 lead. Here's the point after. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 46 seconds left in the game, your new score is Shady 35 and Westside 14. That was a 6-play, 70-yard drive, and Helmer finishes it off with a 1 yard run. And Bill, is Shady going to get to their 7th win? And, you know, Shady hadn't made the playoffs in the last couple, 3 years?
Yeah, 3.
So this is going to be really sweet in that locker room knowing that they're in. And now next week against Wheeling Central, they'll be playing for a potential home game in the first round of the playoffs.
It's going to be big. So next week's game with Wheeling Central Catholic will be huge. Even though Wheeling Central is in a smaller category, still they'll get the points if they should win.
Yeah, Wheeling Central's a AA school. Shady being AAA, but for Shady, because Shady was number 12 coming in to tonight, and even though Westside is AA, they'll still get nice points for this win.
Wheeling Central is 7-2 and ranked 5th in AA.
So here comes the kickoff, and like Westside, when they take the trip back to Wyoming County, they're like, "What hit us?" You know, looked like they were in control, and looked like they were going to take the lead. And next thing you know, you look up, 46 seconds left in the game, and you're down 3 touchdowns.
Canada.
Yep, and let's see what he can do as he's trying to zig and zag his way and gets across the 25. The final 40 seconds, clock still running. There's
penalty.
A flag with 37 seconds left in the game, and a penalty flag. And
side judge threw that, and he was right in front of the Westside bench. And you can see there on the
that's a penalty on
replay.
Westside. Yeah, the penalty on Westside, as we could see the replay. You know what? Since our main guy over here, Scott Cantley, he's a referee, and he does a great job of refereeing. But you know what? Broadcasting, as long as we got video productions and replay, I could referee forever. I would never get a wrong call. I could referee forever by looking at the video. But Scott's got a tough job. Yeah. But I know, listen, you know what? I told this as a timeout by Shady. I got to share this story with you. I think Scott will appreciate this. Way back in the day, I told Jay Rutledge, who Scott often works with in basketball games. And, Bill, I don't know if you remember this, but this goes back into the 80s. I refereed with Fred Burrs and Bobby Shiflett from way back when. I started out as an official, and I tell Jay I got smart. I went into broadcasting. Yeah. I got smart.
Well, you could be a referee and
I could be a referee, coach, and a broadcaster. But here's the thing. My refereeing on the broadcast, people don't boo me, at least that I know of, when I'm going out of the building. No, they might boo me, but I don't know about it. But no, Scott, one of the good guys, and he knows I kid with him as he's the PA announcer over here at Shady. The fine folks at Shady always great to us, and we appreciate their hospitality of how well they take care of us when we do a game over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ronnie Olson, AD, and Rob Lynch is here, and, of course, Scott. Everybody here at Shady just super to work with.
And, of course, Video Productions will be covering all the home games of the Shady men's basketball team like we did in the past. And, Bill, you've done probably the biggest part of those games.
Yep.
And that'll probably be the case. You and I will both have our hand in all the games of which we got going on. All right, here we are with the final 36 seconds running play, and actually that really should be the last play of the game. I don't see why Westside would want to line up and run again, and Shady's going to get the win. Westside with the loss will fall to 6-3. Shady will get to 7-2, and like I said, that should be the last play. I can't see why Westside would want to run another play, and they won't. So the final score is Shady 35, Westside 14. We'll take a break, come back, and dive into the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
To your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Taze Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
Having funds to be able to supply anything that I need is awesome.
Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. And Bill, it looked like kind of 2 different games there as Shady's able to pull out the win. They defeat Westside by the score of 35-14, and Shady with the win will go to 7-2. Westside will fall to 6-3, and Shady scored first. They got up to a 7-0 lead, and then Westside was able to put back-to-back scoring drives together, Bill, and score on the final play of the first half and lead 14-7. And not only did they take the lead, but they took that momentum into the locker room, and we didn't know what we would see in the second half. But Shady came out, tied the game at 14, and then Westside was on the move and looked like they were ready to regain the lead to go up 21-14. But no, as Shady, Jalen Bailey, that is as good a defensive play as I've seen. As it looks like Westside's going in to take the lead. Bailey able to strip the ball carrier about his own 10 and return the ball all the way down inside the 10 at the 9, which Shady went on from that point and really deliver. That was a huge haymaker, and that really staggered Westside, and that was more than a standing 8 count. May have thrown the towel because Shady was able to score 3 straight times, turn them over that time, and then 2 more times, and win the game going away 35-14.
They sure did. That was about 8.5 minutes to play in the game when Bailey made that strip and then ran it about 80 yards to set it up at the 9-yard line. So you're right. then after that, and in fact, I think we have
yes,
that
here's the replay.
Again.
I'll tell you what, that's as good a defensive play as I've seen all year, and as good a defensive play as I have seen in a couple years as we watched the play. And Westside had all the momentum. And right here at the end, as Bailey comes right there to make the play, he just strips him. And next thing you know, back the other way. Advance did a heck of a job to save the touchdown, but tremendous job by Bailey. Shady goes on to win the ball game 35-14. We're here in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. We'll take a break. When we come back, Bill will have the final numbers of the game, and we'll do it after this break here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
The most mouth-watering showdown on television. The Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off. Right here at your local Little General store. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
It's our 21st anniversary here at Dan Cava Toyota World. Check out our all-wheel drive hybrid sedans with interest rates as low as 4.5%. Shop the 3 C's, Camrys, Corollas, and Crowns. We have a large selection of Tundras, starting as low as $49,000 and up to $7,000 off. We want to thank you for being a part of our family for 21 years. Come celebrate with us at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
And we welcome you back one final time here at Shady Spring High School. Final score, Shady defeats Westside 35-14. With the win, Shady will go to 7-2. Westside will fall to 6-3. Bill, you have all the numbers of this thrilling Shady victory.
Courtesy of Chris Farish. Let's take a look.
The stat genius.
The genius. I'll tell you what, he didn't miss a thing, as always. Westside wound up with 250 yards in total offense, most of it through the air. They had 71 yards on the ground, 179 passing, and a total of 250. Let's break it down. Rushing, the quarterback Vance got 42 yards in 8 carries, 1 touchdown. Toller, the running back, he was the only other one on offense on the ground. 12 carries, 29 yards, total of 71 on the ground for the Renegades. Vance throwing the ball, 21 of 36 for 179, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Canada caught 7 balls for 76. Lester caught 7 balls for 44. Bishop had 5 catches for 51. And Braden Bishop had 2 catches for 16 yards. 250 was the total offense for the visitors from Wyoming County. For Shady Spring tonight, they had 287 total yards, 225 on the ground. And here's the way it went. 150 yards for Helmer, 4 touchdowns, 19 carries, 150 for Helmer. 72 yards for Honecker. He had a touchdown. 14 carries, 72 for Honecker. Romage got hurt twice, carried 4 times for 17 yards, and the quarterback Culacerto 1 carry and lost 14. So 225 on the ground for the Tigers. Passing, Cal Culacerto 3 of 9, 62 yards, and he threw 1 to Bailey for 31, 1 to Kubo for 14, and 1 to Easley for 17 yards. Shady finishes with 287 yards and a big win, Maris.
And, Bill, what's amazing, you said Cal Culacerto completed 3 passes.
Yeah.
Completed 3, and they won by 3 touchdowns.
There you go.
Isn't that amazing? And shows us Shady's ability, how they ran the ball, but how their defense really came up. And what a great play once again by Jalen Bailey. And that's as good a play as I've seen all year, and that really set the tone. So now down to one final game of the regular season for both of these teams. Westside will take on Mount View next week, and let's see where that game will be played at. That game will be played at Westside, and then Shady will wrap up the regular season here against Wheeling Central. The first time ever Shady Wheeling Central to play, and hopefully everything considered works out. Bill, you'll be back here next week to be able to call that regular season finale.
Yeah, you said Wheeling has made 3 trips to southern West Virginia this year.
Right. They came to James Monroe, Midland Trail, and then, of course, Shady, and they're coming for pizza to play Shady. They must have some really good pizza down here at Shady that Wheeling Central says we'll play for pizza.
They treat you right down here, no doubt.
Well, we're going to wrap this up and put a bow on it. Once again, the final score, Shady wins the game 35-14. We appreciate the entire staff here at Shady Spring High School taking care of us, Bill. They always do.
Absolutely. And, of course, we'd like to thank our crew. Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter. Faith Alexander took care of camera work tonight. Butch Mounts is our executive producer. He's the godfather. And of course, we got to say thanks to Chris Farish.
Chris Farish, the stat genius. For my partner, Bill O'Brien, I'm Maris Lowry. Repeating the final score, Shady beats Westside 35-14. Good night, everybody.